Hello and welcome everyone. As you can see, we're today not playing Victoria 3 because, well, the last times were cursed. And then, it just kept being cursed and we couldn't play. And so we're playing TTRPGs today, as we did a while ago, because we still have a few weeks until the new update hits. God damn it, you can do the rest.
I can try. Yeah, it works.
Yeah, that's over the first part. Anyway, we have again with us here today Lena.
Hola.
Ruben.
Hello.
Zep.
Hello.
Okay. And Agonia.
Hey. And we have Fritz Cola.
We have Fritz Cola.
The cola of
Hola.
digital imperialism and vampire hunting.
Yes.
Die Cola des Imperialismus.
So, basically, as you probably, if you remember, last time we talked about what we want to play and people settled on Hunter the Reckoning 5th edition. This can go two ways. Either you will all crumble in terror, or it's gonna be the sillies. Probably gonna be the sillies.
With my stat block, I think so.
What?
With my stat block, I think so.
Yeah,
I think I found something good.
I guess. Okay, so a few bit overview of what you can expect and how this all will work out. First of all, we are going to use Olber Rodeo, which has changed a bit since last time we used it, but still. There is not gonna be a lot of, I'm not gonna do a lot of, backgrounds or, detailed maps or something. Maybe I will do that for one location depending on how long we play, but that depends. The thing is, you have to imagine this experience that you're gonna witness more as a visual novel. You will have
Theater of the mind.
Yeah, you will have some backgrounds to be like, okay, I can imagine that. I haven't put a stark haze over it, but, we don't have character portraits with balls instead of hands. We're not Umineko yet. The goal of every TTRPG table, become Umineko. So, you will also have some backgrounds to just have some context. You will have some tokens on the screen, which is gonna be more of an, okay, this is not a character one-to-one, but it's more of an approximation of what you might expect. Again, theater of the mind, and I hope your mind is very creative, because else you will suffer. I guess that is everything we do need to talk about here. For everyone who's, we were looking into dice rollers. We don't have a dice roller to roll into Olber Rodeo yet. We might be doing that down the line. Okay? So, few things. Everyone will usually roll on their own. And I have the dice. Because I'm probably the only one who has a dice set for that. But also, I can do the clickety-clack. The clickety-clack of anxiety.
my car.
The clickety-clack of anxiety, I say.
Wasn't there the online dice roller, or was that outrageous?
Yes.
There's an online dice roller that you should use.
It would be more ideal if it was an integrated one in Olber Rodeo, but they don't have one for this system.
Yes.
I mean, I've got a D12, a D20,
It doesn't work.
a D10, a D6.
Okay, you probably would need...
I'll repost it in the group chat.
Yeah, you probably would need a lot more D10s for that, because you have D10 dice pools, so... Again, there's a dice roller. The idea is basically you use the yellow dice and add the black dice if you can use desperation dice. But yeah, we will get to that.
So the yellow ones are the normal ones, and the black ones with yellow symbols are our desperation die. For now.
Yes. I don't know if it's the other way around. They never say in the rule book, but like, I don't own them, so can't tell you. I know black and red. Black are the normal ones, red are the special ones for vampire, but different rule book, different rule set. Yeah. So I guess we shall just move over to the place you already started. God damn it! What have you done here? Jesus died for Pepsi. Really? Jesus died for Pepsi.
Wasn't it last session?
That was last session. I love the part where he reckoned all over them. This really reckons my hunter. Why are you... You have to underscore it, right?
You said we're shitposting, right?
I kind of want to take this at least a little bit serious.
We will. This is outside of the game. This is meta shit posting. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess.
Also, I'm pretty sure you as GM could just delete it all as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hunter the Uminikoining. Oh, God. I just realize you keep adding shit to it. But yeah. Basically, for everyone who doesn't want some overview, this is, by the way, first time for me jamming the system, but it's not really that complicated and it's pretty similar to the rest of the, World of Darkness ones. So, not probably the biggest hurdle to master. Hi, bot. Bye, bot. We already have a bot.
We have a successful hunt.
God damn it.
Supernatural entity.
Hunter the Bottoning. Did I actually... No, the chat is on. Good. Okay, so let's actually introduce everyone. So, everyone has made a very carefully crafted and detailed character with a very thoughtful background. Someone died, usually, due to a mysterious supernatural entity they couldn't define, which makes my job easier. Thank you, everyone.
I don't even say it was supernatural. I think it's supernatural. Like, my character thinks that. Could also have been just a murderer.
Yeah, so you know what? Let's introduce everyone here. Zep, who are you playing?
I am playing Mario James Sanders. He is a middle-aged old guy who runs a private security firm, and well, the person that he was protecting before died, and he's rather infamous. In fact, he was suspected of murdering his protection target. And there may or may not have been a police chase, and which made him famous. There are certain details, but he's been not found guilty in the court of law. And now he's working to clear his name.
Okay. Then, Lena, who are you playing?
I am playing Helmut von Waldgau, an aging German aristocrat who is with a chip on his shoulder, who is very upset about the fact that he no longer has any real influence. He's just kind of a local weirdo. Lives in his old, his old family mansion, slowly falling apart in the middle of nowhere, with his butler, who recently disappeared, doing some yard work late at night, and all that was left was just like a few scraps of cloth and some blood, small blood spatters. Something clearly got him. Helmut also happens to be an avid hunter, so he is now rather invigorated by the idea of hunting something a little bit more intense than a scrawny deer.
All right, Ruben, you are playing
Sam. Basically, Sam used to have a bunch of money. He used to have like millions and billions, all until the day that Mike came. Mike, who had recently turned into a vampire, basically caused Sam's whole downfall. And now he's only got millions left. So, obviously, this is because he turned to a vampire. So now Sam moved all the way to Europe, changed his name, and is now trying to find the Achilles heel of vampires to take revenge against Mike.
Yeah, what kind of company was it that he took over?
I'm sorry, but that's something I can't
classified.
really say.
That's a dark secret.
That's a dark secret.
Okay. Good. And Agonia, you are playing.
Franka Ähnlichsdotter.
Okay.
She grew up as an orphan in an orphanage of a monastery.
Yes.
Through, well, the passage of time, she got into the possession of lots of stuff in the monastery. Lots of people don't know about that. That's lots of assets. And a higher position in the orphanage because she took a working position there. Until someday, something or someone rampaged through that said orphanage and killed all the children except 3.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Timmy, Tommy, and Olaf. They're still alive.
Yes.
Yeah. So she was affiliated with a certain religious org for a while. Got some training. But they weren't flexible enough, so she left and is on the hunt to find something to bonk.
Now, like
To
the
bonk.
people that organization need to stretch every day.
Okay, so she is out there bonking things.
She is out there bonking things, but she has a mask. As Anneliese Schmidt, senior police officer.
So it's good. She is allowed by law to bonk things.
Yes.
And what does she bonk things with?
With a silver-lined hammer.
Ooh. Good bonking then.
Very good bonking.
All right. So yeah. Orphaned. So yeah. Basically, all these 4 people of life had problems and went lost until one day, someone mysterious came to you and picked you up. Ironically, for Helmut, it was very close by, just around the corner. The owner of the local bar knew something and was like, hey, I'm assembling a team and I might need people with your specialities to get back at those that slighted you, those supernatural beings. So now everyone is basically assembled in their wonderful safe house. Hello? There we go. In the forest safe house. Yes. It's roughly located, it's kind of in the southern part of Germany, roughly in the Schwarzwald forest, near a local town called Bad Geisenbruch. Yeah. So everyone right now is just hanging out and can get organized a little bit. So what are you going to do?
Well, we don't know anything.
Yeah, well, but you need to get to know each other.
Well, I hired Mario because, like, with the butler dead, there's nobody else around the house, and so hiring armed muscle to keep the place safe is a reasonable thing to do.
I've heard there was a thing to bonk, and so I came.
Yes.
I'm just here.
Okay. Good.
Yep, I'm here for the contract.
You already show very big imagination to proceed with this adventure, everyone.
I heard whispers that there may be something here vampire related or to do
Ooh.
with vampires.
Ooh.
Vampire, a wolf, a demon from hell. I do not know. Something got my butler,
Something.
and I want its head on my wall.
Okay.
Sure, old man, we can do that.
All right. So, you all hear a knock on the door. Dong, 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 dong. What do you do?
I go up to the door and look through the peek hole, if there's one.
There is no peek hole.
There is no peek hole.
I mean, there was maybe one, but like this is a shithouse. Actually,
This is
from the outside, it looks a bit crappy. Not creepy yet, but kind of crappy.
Well, it is also creepy, but like mostly because like it's starting to fall apart on the outside, so it's not in the best of state. Like it's in a worse state than what's in this photo. This is from like the
Yeah, you need to.
let's say the 1920s. And also the inside is full of like old hunting trophies from all over. Like there's boars' heads and there's wolves. There's a bear in the corner of the sitting room.
stack.
Sure, Grandpa, show off your kills.
Plenty. Yeah,
Except if they're not your kills.
It's not just his. Like a lot of these date back. You know, there's some that the one or two that may date back to the 18th century. There are a few from like the 19th century from like Oost-Afrika and Zuidwest-Afrika and Tanganyika.
Yes.
From his ancestors. Like all that Helmut's bringing home is like scrawny deer and squirrels. And every time he comes home and he walks past all the great kills of his ancestors, it just reminds him of how far his family has fallen. And so the idea of now like adding something much more dangerous to his wall, like really has him fired up to like prove that he's worthy of. That he can bring back the glory of the family name.
We were someone once. We were able to kill things. Unquestioned.
Yeah, genau.
Those damn liberals and their animal protection laws.
Those damn liberals that brought down the Kaiser.
While Helmut is reliving the golden days, I open the door.
Okay, it's your, you all know her. It's the bar owner, and she just walks in. And she's big. Hello, guys and girl. Like, yeah, she's just like that. She's just, has up. Like, honestly, Helmut, you sometimes wonder, why didn't you even notice that she has just scars all over her body? Where did they come from? Anyway, she walks in and is like, hello, everyone. How did you live in for the first days here? Nice group I found. Hope you're all doing well. Anything going on? Anything you want on the hunt?
I heard there's meant to be vampire stuff here. You're the one that told us to come here.
It also goes to everyone else. Yeah? Anything you've found to hunt yet?
You told us there's stuff here.
Well, that's true, but also it seems none of you really read the local papers. She slams down a newspaper on the table. It's like, bam! Look at that. There are bodies were found in Rosenheim. Half-eaten bodies.
That's not a whole.
Doesn't that sound interesting?
Sounds like someone should have finished their meal.
Well, they apparently didn't.
Wasn't it the
feel better.
wolves? That's what they said in the paper.
There haven't been wolves in these woods in
wolves.
decades.
I was thinking cannibals, but that works too.
Yeah, wolves have not been down here in years. Some say it might have been a bear based on the bite marks, but like, bears are also not here.
Yeah, the last wolves in this forest were shot by my grandfather.
You shouldn't be so proud of that,
Oh, I'm not proud. He left none for me.
Isn't that
Your family
ecological
destroyed
destruction
ecosystems,
type
Helmut.
thing? Anyways, what's this? What's these dead bodies got to do with us?
Well, you're probably looking for something to hunt, and some leads. That's something.
So you're saying this wasn't one of them? This was one of them supernatural deaths.
Oh, 100%.
In one.
You don't just have somebody show up in a city like Rosenheim, just randomly in the forest, half eaten from something that you just say vaguely is a bear without any bear sighting. No, that is something supernatural, and you can trust me. My instincts tell me something is going on down there, and if you want to have a stake at the price, you should also be there.
Maybe one of those bodies was Eberhard. Either way, we should go on the hunt.
How about we investigate the bodies?
Well, that's up to you. I just point you to what's something. If you want to go, that's that. I mean, you have a nice, safe house here. You can just sit here all day long being safe from the supernatural. Or you go out there and kick their asses. What do you want to do?
I don't know. That sounds like some kind of fetish stuff.
I mean, did any of us bring weapons at all, or
I have lots of
were
stuff.
we gonna fight something?
I have some things in my car.
I've got a contact.
I have my shotgun. Please register. Modern inconveniences and all that.
Damn liberals with their gun laws and safety and hunting licenses.
All right. Well, if we want to
Exactly.
get
This
going,
wood should be mine to hunt in, as I please.
All right.
Oh, no. Can I?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I can.
So,
I can name my token.
yes, you can.
In the bush.
Okay.
Which is fine, right?
Yeah. So, are you all gonna take this job?
Sure.
Yeah.
Well then,
Yeah, sure.
you do know, the moment you leave here, I can't help you anymore. Alright then, everyone apparently just jumps into Franka's van, the schemy, shitty van.
And I'm also asking, like MJ, what he can procure. Like I have my weapon. Helmut has a weapon, but
I don't think I have a weapon. No, I don't have a weapon on me.
Yeah, but the question is, am I bringing the weapon?
your choice.
That's a good question.
Like that was the whole idea. Like I have the shotgun, but because it's like legal,
Yeah.
I can't just drag it around everywhere.
When do I have to do my procuring? Can I do it on the way, or do we
you
do
could-
it?
Yeah.
You could do it now, and then, depending on if it works or not, you might have them when you arrive.
Okay. Well then, I'll start working on procurement. Okay, who needs a weapon?
Probably me.
Was these bodies just was I found in the forest? You said.
In the forest, yes.
Then I will take the shotgun. If anybody asks, I'm out hunting deer again.
You're
If
not
anyone
really
else
going to
asks,
shoot
you
deer
guys
with a
are part of the
shotgun.
company.
Sure.
What is it?
If
What
anyone
company?
else asks, you're part. Yeah, my protection company.
I
Yeah,
don't know
I
protection
hired
companies
you.
have gun
I hired you.
licenses in Germany. Maybe we're just in Bavaria. I mean, they're basically...
The gun laws are
Trump.
still... the gun laws in Bavaria are still pretty strict.
Yeah, you're talking about
Schwarzwald
Saxony.
somewhere. Yeah.
Really,
Oh,
really.
Saxony. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I was mixing them up.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously you can't tell by my accent I'm not from here. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
but-
my geography of Germany is not very good.
But yeah, basically, by the way, you get the weapon for just a limited amount of time. So you should definitely decide when would
Yeah.
you actually need weapons.
Well, we
Can
should.
we look around the house to see if there's like an arsenal or like a
What
Yeah,
if
kind
there's
of,
some old like hunting shotguns or something like that?
Right now, the only hunting shotgun in the house is just the one double barrel that like the legally registered double barrel.
Okay.
All the other the family arsenal has been surrendered.
Oh.
How much?
Very sad.
How much space is in the arsenal?
The arsenal is what do you
It's
mean?
a weapons acquisition thing.
Yeah, it's just that you can get them for an amount of time.
Yeah, it's not an actual physical arsenal.
Okay. Them rule books with their flowery language.
Is there a
I
hunting
guess-
club nearby that we could like go to and rent some
no.
guns?
No,
No?
so,
Okay.
So I can acquire a gun for you.
Okay, that'll work.
Yeah.
If you need them, yeah, but they will be limited.
How long is the limit? Is it like a
Basically,
day, or is it?
until a scene ends. That can be a certain amount of time, but like roughly a day or so. Yeah,
Just a day.
roughly.
It's pretty.
It's not a lot.
It's really not a lot. So we need to be sure, or just have get stuff more legally. Well, I have I have a mask as a police officer, so I can probably just bullshit my way into the scene anyway.
So we're also allowed to get legal weapons, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Takes a while though.
Okay. Is it? Oh, do we have to like drive to a hunting shop or something like that, or?
You know, there's a legal process involved.
Oh, not for like a crossbow or something.
Yes.
There's a legal process involved, I think.
Yes, it
There's
is.
a legal process for crossbows.
Everything that
weapon.
can kill people easily without much, especially like weapons that shoot.
Yeah,
can
projectile
That's
expect-
where
weapons.
I came from. There was like nothing at all for like air rifles or, well, maybe some, but for, like crossbows
We
and
have
bows
fucking
and arrows.
airsofts regulated. You're just not allowed to have airsofts over like a certain amount of pressure. That's just not allowed here.
At least like a bow and arrow. That's a different thing.
Those will be even more regulated because those are actually meant to kill, unlike airsoft.
I mean, well,
Okay.
where I come from,
For
we
now,
got killed
let's,
100.
Germany.
No.
let's table this conversation for now and go on to the investigation.
Yes. We can go into the van. Mm-hmm. There are
Yeah.
at least 2 passenger seats and 2 in the back for surveillance, so we fit.
Okay.
Okay, who's going in the front? Who's going in the back?
Whichever is the most comfortable. Well, Helmut probably goes in the back. Like he doesn't have a driver's license. He's never driven himself. He's always only ever been driven. It's just
Isn't it a
natural
van?
to him.
So like you're just kind of sitting in the empty back, not like a seat.
There's a seat.
So you want to go in the front? There's a seat.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
a
seats
surveillance
there.
van.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, I'll just sit in the back with Helmut as well then.
Okay.
MJ, do you want to go up front?
MJ,
Stroke,
I guess.
maybe.
Things that being strangled.
They're dead.
What?
Oh,
I'll go in the back.
yep, that was definitely a stroke. That was just out for a hot minute.
Yeah, we were asking since the other 2 and in the back if you want to drive.
No, I was
yeah,
going to
I
say
can
sit in the
drive.
front. I thought Franco was going to drive.
Well, it's my car, but he seems to be better at driving than I am. Like I can drive,
Okay.
but
Yeah, I'm a decent driver. I can drive any. Like, stick me in a vehicle and I can probably drive it.
see, let him drive.
Yeah. Do you have a license though?
Yes.
Great.
All right.
I don't know.
So you all make your way down.
She's getting notes.
Yeah, I kind of forgot to them.
Should I draw a car or will we change scene?
This is all professional here, I know how to do my stuff, I just didn't whip shit up together.
No worries.
Just tell us when we're at the scene.
Okay, so yeah. You all take your drive, go into van, and it starts. It's like really a shitty van. Like, MJ, you're like, what the fuck? How is this even
How old is
still
this
driving?
van? Is it as old as Helmet?
It's not as old as Helmut, but it's old. So yeah, and you make your way down the Autobahn. Without any hitch.
Yay.
So yeah, a few hours later, at sundown, you arrive in the town of Rosenheim. Alright. So, what are you all gonna do?
Where'd they say those bodies are?
You usually think that bodies are probably stored somewhere in a morgue.
So does any of us have like police contacts or can like?
I have a
Get
mask
there.
as a police officer.
Okay. Franca, do you think you could just walk into the police office like with your police mask and be like, "Hey, I'm here from the other office. I was asked to come in and like help identify the bodies and do like analysis on them,
Yeah,
figure out what happened." Yeah.
Sure. I'm just going into the morgue. Like, it works. It always works.
Just goes right into the morgue, you say.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. I thought you'd have to go to like the police station first. But okay.
No. Which Bundesland are we in?
You're Bavaria.
See, works. Maybe I could take Helmut with me to like claim you're actually searching for your butler. Maybe he's missing.
Yes, but I also have the shotgun with me. I don't think they would appreciate me taking it into the board.
Let's leave it in
Man,
the
you and I
van.
can wait in the car.
Yeah.
If you need to stay, we can wait in the car.
Hey,
I can leave the gun in the car. I can.
Yeah.
As long as
If
it's
it-
secured,
yeah.
it's fine.
Yeah. If put it under a blanket or something, I have to go. If it is Eberhard, I will recognize him.
Good.
Okay.
Then me and Helmut are going into the morgue.
you can't go into the morgue.
Why can't we?
You just can't, because you first go into the first have to find out where the fucking hospital is.
I have Google Maps.
Good, Google Maps shows you where to go to the hospital. You arrive at the hospital. What are you going to do?
Ask where the morgue is.
Everyone looks at you and is like, I don't know. You probably should ask the staff. What? I'm just here because I'm a patient. What do you want from me?
I'm saying it loudly in the reception area, so a nurse should come.
Okay, you're
just
now in the
shouting.
reception area.
I thought I was in the hospital.
No, you just
No, I'm the
at
Metador hospital.
Reception of the hospital.
Yeah, you were just at the hospital, not in the hospital. Okay.
Oh, not inside. Oh.
We're going
You,
in.
you need to be specific here, okay? Like you can just go like. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So you just go into the
Like
reception.
we're looking for a missing person. I think there have been some bodies delivered, and we need to verify.
Basically, no. What you said first is what's gonna happen. You go into the reception area and shout, "Where's the mark?" Your character just goes in here.
Yes.
Where's the mark?
Great.
And is like here. Like what?
Yeah.
Where's the morgue?
But afterwards, I go to the reception specifically and say what I just said.
And the nurse behind the desk was like, "Do you have any reason to go to the morgue? Do you have any reason to see relatives there?"
I show her my
Police badge.
yes, police badge.
That's not the local police, ma'am.
Yes, but they have someone who's missing someone. We have a missing persons case, and there are new dead bodies.
Madam, I need you to have attendance from the local police force and or a judgmental writing that you can visit the morgue in terms instead of someone from the local police force. That is also associated with the case as per paragraph 238b from the Bavarian.
Helmut interrupts her. Helmut interrupts her, like slams his hand on the reception and goes, "Mein Gott, mein butler is down there. Let me see him.
So
You
I
don't know who I
don't,
am."
This guy's a potential next of kin.
Yeah.
so I don't think we have any butlers down in the morgue. Can you please be have dementia somewhere else?
Can I look on my phone? Actually, do I have a phone?
You have
Like
a
a
phone,
smartphone.
MJ and Ruben, what are you doing in the meantime?
I'm googling where the morgue is.
You see,
In-
it's in the back part of the hospital, attached to the main building. That you can.
Okay. I just sit there with that knowledge and wait
Okay.
for them to come back.
Back to the people at the reception. What are you going to do?
Sure. We talk with the local police.
So, what are you going to do now?
We at least I want to go back to the car and talk with everyone else.
Okay, Lena.
Helmut just shakes his head at the receptionist and follows Franca.
So this is a
muttering
hospital.
under
Please
his breath.
calm down.
I am calm.
So you're not. Anyway, all right. What's going on here? Wait, shit. Yeah. So, that means you all are going back.
Yeah, and we're back.
Okay, so you're back.
Great.
Your excursion into the to the morgue didn't really work out. What are you going to do now? By the way,
Didn't let us in.
yeah, it didn't let
Yeah,
you
I'm
in.
telling the rest of the group.
Okay, so am I correct? I'm asking the rest of the people, rest of our group, that vampires love blood, right?
Probably.
Probably, yeah.
I mean, at least drink it.
Wouldn't the receptionist or somebody working at that hospital probably be a vampire? Because they could just like draw blood and get like blood donations without drawing any suspicion, right? And they could just do that.
I mean,
like,
maybe.
non-stop. So
But vampires are supposed to also be able to charm people, so maybe they don't need that in the first place. What would be
maybe
convenient?
they don't need. Well, I mean, have you met a charming doctor before?
No.
No? Oh, okay. Well, I would say maybe that receptionist was a vampire, and maybe we should do something about it. Like, maybe we should go back to the hospital in the middle of the night and, like, sneak in through the back. Just, like...
Has the morgue a back door or something?
You don't know.
I googled do walls have back doors.
Well, you see that you find that most morgues have some kind of back entrance where dead people are usually delivered from outside.
Let's just walk around the hospital and find out.
I mean, you couldn't really get past reception, though.
No, like
Maybe.
outside. Like if they have a delivery for dead
Outside.
people, then there will
Okay.
be a back door, right?
Helmut, Helmut, do you think you could, like, play dead for a little bit?
Yeah, Helmut just grumbles and pointedly doesn't answer.
Like, you still hold your shotgun because, like, you'll be in a bag, sort of. You'll have air holes, but, like, obviously we can't use, like, a real body, well, like a dead body, because we don't have a dead body to get in there. So, like,
I mean,
do you hide in the bag?
if you have to,
You can keep your shotgun as well in there, because that's a good place to hide it.
I have some at the
And, like,
monastery.
They have... body bags at a monastery?
At least dead people are at the monastery, lots of them.
Not typically recently dead, though.
Yeah, that's true.
We kind of want recently dead. That's what typically goes in a morgue, so... Yeah. Unless we find, like, a dead body, I think we're going to need to fake a dead body. And, like, that'll allow us to, like, sneak in. We can, like...
Well, you figure out that plan. I'm trying to find if there is a back entrance.
Yeah, so...
So I'm sneaking
Oh,
around a bit.
like, do you think you'd be up for that? Like...
Pretending to be dead would be beneath my station. I am suffering
you
enough
st-
indignities as it is.
But you get to keep your shotgun.
Okay, Franka. You actually see, like, yeah, there are, like, a few multiple entrances into the hospital. There's, like, one for, you know, the emergency room. There's also one for the morgue. Curiously, you do see that near the entrance of the morgue, a pitch-black sedan is parked. And you can see how a few men dressed in black leave the morgue silently, enter that sedan, and drive away.
First of all, I'd like to check if there is like an alarm on the door or similar security systems.
Well, then I would like you to roll on Larency.
Also, I take note of the
License plate?
sedan's license plate as it drives away.
It's a very generic one, apparently from Frankfurt, but you can't really figure out the rest.
Well,
Yeah.
I can't read what the number
It's
what the
going
thing
to
No,
says.
it
or
was
something.
just too fast,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
You can't read German.
Okay, intelligence and Larency to...
Intelligence and Larency.
Yes, because you kind of need to figure out if something is there.
Sure.
You find nothing, at least as you can see it.
Okay. So, obvious things I would have seen are security cameras because you see
Yeah,
them.
they are there. There are a few
just
security
to be clear,
cameras
did you
inside
mean-
at the entrance
just to be
and
clear-
inside.
Did you mean larceny?
Yes, larceny.
Okay.
Never.
Okay, just checking.
Yeah. We never heard that pronounced. Then.
Rare word to use.
I asked Franca if she saw like any like doctors or people like smoking outside like one of the doors because you know they might just be on their break. They might just be
I mean, some nurses.
having a smoke break and just like
Aren't you talking with Helmut? How did you get here?
oh I didn't know you were I thought you were back at the car.
No.
No, she's still spying.
No, I'm just talking to Hermit then. Helmet.
Yeah,
Because
aside
So,
from
like, did you see any smoking people?
I just wanted to clarify. So things like obvious security cameras and stuff, I would have noticed.
you definitely saw some security cameras looking in the.
I thought I
general-
didn't see anything.
No, you were looking for specific.
No, I didn't look for specific. I looked for
Okay.
everything.
Okay, you saw
general.
a few like two security cameras outside. Probably one inside, as far as you can see, but nothing else that you can immediately spot that would indicate more of an alarm.
Do the cameras have blind spots?
No.
Okay, then I go back to the group and tell them.
Okay, she tells you everything she knows.
Like the Sudan that drove.
Sudan. I didn't know a whole country drove up to the morgue in Rosenheim.
No, a sedan.
Well, that's why we have South Sudan now.
Cavalry is also moving, you know. It's joined the army. Mm-hmm. The mountain cops.
Yeah. I just totally forgot here.
So yeah, suspicious vehicle, cameras.
Nothing else.
Did I see any like security officers around the hospital?
Yes.
What kind?
Like, were they armed?
Just your, basically it's just your normal security guard, you know, unarmed. They just, you know, are there to,
Walkie-talkie.
break up problems, have a walkie-talkie, the usual stuff.
Okay.
MJ, do you happen to have like any? I don't know. Like, do you have like a costume or like security stuff that maybe looks like the security guards there at all? Maybe. So you're like a protection detail, right?
Can you repeat your question?
So, as a security person, do you
Yeah.
have like any of the security stuff that would maybe make it look like you're a security guard there? Like, do you have like a yellow
I've
vest
got-
or something? Or
I've got some equipment and some outfits. Let me look through my catalog and see if I have something that matches what they got. So I guess maybe I see if I check if I try and remember if I have anything that looks like their security gear. But I also say that I will say though, the slight problem is if the security is small enough in number, we may not be able to sneak in if they all know each other's faces. That would be a problem.
from my experience, sneaking out of hospitals, they typically have a much larger security detail. Like, they don't all know each other. And there's shifts. So you could just say, oh, I'm part of the new shift, basically. I'm here to take over. Like, have you ever played, like, Hitman or something like that before? The popular game?
Not really sure what you're talking about, but I understand the idea. You want us to dress up as the security officers and try and sneak in like that.
Yeah,
It's
because, like, in the
doable,
game...
but it might be a little difficult.
I love,
in the game, the
I
guy's
love the
bald.
fucking implication that you just like, oh, it's just like the game, and everyone else is just too boomer to like, well, yes, it's a video game. I can do what you think.
Like, you didn't play Assassin's Creed growing up, did you?
No.
No?
Kid,
Oh.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Like, how big is this hospital? Are there side buildings?
It's a pretty big one. They have like a university attached. A small one.
So the
So,
security force
so, yeah.
should be big enough.
yeah, it should be big enough, and you can always say, I'm part of, like, I'm a new hire, this is my first day. So, like, as long as you got the stuff that looks semi-like your security guard, I think it could
It's a sizable one. It's not it's not the biggest, but it's a sizable one. I don't think they have they don't have a university, but they are sizable.
You just said they have one.
They don't have one.
Yeah.
You just thought they had.
I think
Okay.
we should. I think we should probably try and get at least something official looking
Yeah,
that'll
so
get us in the front door. Because I
can
don't
we
think a
roll for
security-
that? Or something, like, to check if he's got the
So-
stuff right?
I don't think that security guards are going to be looking at the bodies. It's going to be
Wait, the dead
suspicious being in
bodies,
the
or-
morgue. Yeah, the dead bodies. I don't think that they're going to be going down there, so we should probably go to like City Hall or maybe the police department. Although I probably shouldn't go in there to get
Could we-
something proper to see if this old man can identify the dead bodies.
Wait, Franca, did you see the path in the hospital down towards the morgue?
Well, GM, did I?
You. What did you?
Like the route inside to the morgue. If you
Yes.
went through the front door, did Franca see the raid to there?
Not
Like,
really.
If she went
It's
back
like,
inside. No, okay.
Is
No,
there
okay.
like an information card in the reception I could
Yes.
have seen? So
You can see that. Like you can know roughly where the way is, but you would still need to get past the reception.
So, like, if, let's say, Helmut ended up in the back of, like, an ambulance or something like that, or we, like, drove a funeral car here and, like, bought a fake dead body helmet.
I love how you all want to endanger Helmut.
I mean,
am
he's
not
the oldest one that's most likely to die. I mean, he's very still. He's very stoic. So like, he could pass as being dead. I think.
Keep going and you'll be the one playing dead.
He's very stoic. He could pass at being dead. That lines for the ages. Lines for the ages.
Well, worst case scenario, we can just get some masks and break in at night.
Yeah, but like, it's a hospital. There's 24-hour staff and 24-hour security.
Yeah.
Night's not any better. So, maybe if MJ went in and went to the security room and like could use the cameras or turn off the cameras or something like that, that could work. So at least we could get in through the back, maybe.
I mean, they probably have free VLAN, right?
There is Wi-Fi that if you're that when you're a visitor of the hospital, you get a password to join.
So maybe do we have someone smart who could maybe hack it?
You need for that kind of stuff.
Maybe I could, sort of, with my technology skills.
I mean, usually these kinds of buildings, they don't really have that secure of networks. At least not regarding, like, anything that's not patient data is usually not that secure, and there's usually something that's connected to the to the public network.
Okay.
So,
I check if I brought my laptop.
You have brought your laptop.
I have brought my laptop.
Yes.
Does my laptop have any battery left?
Maybe you need to plug it in somewhere, but yeah, sure. A bit.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
It's like 25%. It's nerve-wracking.
Does the car have like a plug that you can plug
Yes.
your like
It's a
laptop
fucking
into?
German car. Obviously, it has one. What do you think we are, Tesla?
How old? It was a shitty van. So how old is the van?
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah,
it's
exactly.
from
So
before,
We
like,
have
USB,
we have plugs before that.
You have plugs
In the
before plugs
1980s?
were invented.
Yeah, you can
Okay.
put USB plugs into the cigarette plug.
Oh, yeah, that was-
True.
there are
Yeah.
converters. I've got some plug converters in the car.
Yeah. So I plug in my laptop and does it start charging?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
So,
Does it drain the van's battery?
Yes, slowly,
The engine's-
obviously.
It will
Slowly, but
turn
it's
the
not a
engine.
concern. The battery's
Yeah.
fine.
if it doesn't work with the hacking, we can also try phishing emails.
Yeah. So I try hacking into the Wi-Fi. Well, into the secure part of the Wi-Fi of the network there with
So,
my amazing technology skills.
okay, so basically, you sit in front of the login, and it says, "Please enter password."
Is there not a role
You know,
thing
you
for
could
that, or do I actually have to say it?
You could probably just go in and get the password.
Wait. As a
Yeah.
security guy that looks like a security guy, you could ask, "Hey, it's my first day here. What's the password I forgot? I forgot for my phone. What's the Wi-Fi password, or what's the security?"
No, I was saying that you could. They have the network is open for visitors. Visit and ask for the password.
No, we're trying to get on the private part of it.
Yeah, but you need the password to get into the.
Oh, to get onto the base one. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess out the van and walk inside and ask. Hi, sorry. I'm waiting on a patient here, and I need to do some work. Oh yeah, do I have to do that again? Okay. Yeah. So I'd I need to do some work. Do you happen to know what the Wi-Fi password is?
So, who are you visiting?
Oh, my niece, she's got cancer. She's been here for about a couple weeks.
Oh, the poor young girl.
been really
oh my
tough.
god. Yeah, I know her. I know her. That's so horrible. I didn't know she had. Yeah, like God, you're right. She always has like all her family come in and such. Like, okay, you need to visit her. She's like in the cancer wing.
I've been here a bunch. She's like, we've said goodbyes for today, but I need to do a bit of work here, and I'm just waiting the rest of my family who are seeing her. Would it be at all possible to get the Wi-Fi password so I could do some more work?
Okay, no problem. Yeah, sure. The password is actually very simple. Yeah, I just write it down, and she writes down a note and hands it to you.
I look over her shoulder at like the private part of the network that's on the computer, just briefly glancing at it.
So, you can't really see anything. It's just an Excel tab.
It's an Excel tab. Okay, yeah.
Okay, you get a
I say,
note.
thank you so much. Mm-hmm. You've been such a blessing, and I will even go back to the van.
No worries. I hope your niece is getting over it. She's making a great recovery from what I heard.
Oh, I'm so glad. Yeah, that's what she was saying as well. That there's been like really good progress, but cancer's
Yeah.
a bitch.
Yeah, it can be
It's-
horrible.
it's-
Absolutely.
Bye.
Okay, goodbye.
I go back to the.
Okay, you're at the van again.
Yeah. I'm in.
Okay, you
That's why I
can
log into
access
the-
you
Yeah.
can access the public Wi-Fi with the amazing password called password, but the A is a 4 and the O is a 0. It is very secure.
That code looks pretty secure to me.
Oh, it's like, what's a password?
Helmut is completely out of his depth and doesn't care.
All right, I'm in.
You're in that free
So-
Wi-Fi.
Yay. Wi-Fi.
The smartest device Helmut has ever used is a toaster from the 1970s.
Well, that's pretty
Smart.
smart.
They had like the expanding metal bit, the bimetal
Bimetal strips.
heater thing.
The,
yeah,
the
bimetal
power
strips,
of
that's it.
bimetal strips powering everything engineering since ever.
Verbal expansion.
Woo!
I love that mod.
Okay, so you're in the Wi-Fi network.
So, okay, yeah. So I open up my special network analyzer app to
Yeah.
monitor all the data packages that go through the network. And that will obviously include some of the private network stuff.
Sadly for you, no.
No,
Does
no,
it
it doesn't
include
work.
vampires?
No. The
Aw.
free ones actually just run on their own network.
Oh.
They're dumb, but they're not that dumb.
Aw.
Plan B phishing emails?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Did I see the receptionist's email address? when I was at the-
No.
No.
We can just look it up. They have probably several on their website.
Okay.
You can
Yeah.
actually see at least a few. You can look up on their website a few doctors that they have.
Yeah, sure, send them to everyone. Breast
we also looked
expansion,
on, like-
penis enlargement, everything. Crystal water.
I also look at like LinkedIn for like who works there and all their details and stuff like that.
You
and,
generally
like,
find a few ones like. There are some head doctors.
we also like social media stalk or attempt to social media stalk some of the doctors and stuff like that as well.
You find a lot of cringe, but nothing noteworthy. They all like to be out in the sun and in the beer garden. So, Not really that much vampire behavior.
Can we see which beer garden they go to?
Oh, it's a local one.
Oh, they all go to the same.
I mean, yes.
Is there like
Guys, should we go to the beer to the beer garden?
Krankhaus Biergarten.
Yes.
is there like one head doctor or someone else in a higher position who doesn't go there as like an anomaly to the norm?
Actually, no.
Okay.
They all just go there. They're just pretty Bavarian, actually.
In the morning when the sun's up.
Yes, and in the midday when the sun is up.
All the time when that's
It's just
So guys, what do you think about like going there and scoping out some of the doctors? Maybe we can like swipe a card because it looks like they go there after work quite often. Like swiping a security card or something. Also, they'll be drunk. So,
It sounds doable.
Yep.
So long as it gets us inside.
okay. Should we head to the beer garden then?
Sure.
okay. So you all make your way then to the beer garden. It's by the way getting a little bit late in the day. So
Perfect drinking hours.
I mean, yeah. What? Nothing better than an after our beer, obviously. Like, you're in Bavaria, this is like life.
How drunk are the patrons there at the beer garden? Once we're there. Sorry.
Okay, you arrive at the beer garden. It's actually pretty, it's pretty full here. Not as of now, as you can see. You just have to imagine that there are people here. It's pretty full.
Should I draw some stickmen?
So you're like at the table over here. So, yeah, you have some stickman there. Okay, not really. People are not really that drunk. They drink beer, yes, sure, but they're not drunk.
Do we recognize anybody from our social media stalking?
You definitely can spot a few doctors there, enjoying an after-work beer or so.
So, guys, what should we do? How should we wiggle our way in?
Let's try spotting a lightweight. Or
By the
a
way-
regular drinker, like someone who is unreasonably sweaty.
You're also realizing that somewhere in the corner over here, like in the back corner, right here, they're also sitting 4 men in black suits with sunglasses, ominously overlooking everything.
Oh, that's the people I met, or at least saw, recently. Let's keep an eye on them.
Yeah.
I'll keep watch over them discreetly, so that just like passively keep track of what they're doing. But I'm also like trying not to be spotted. I'll take care of it. You guys take care of whatever doctor stuff you need to do.
So, do you guys know if there's any like special weapons or materials that are needed to kill vampires, like silver or wood, or can you just like stab them to death with like a normal knife?
I have no idea, buddy.
I could look it up, but my library is at home.
Do I still have access to the Wi-Fi?
I mean,
Does it reach that far?
does it
not
reach
that
it?
Wi-Fi,
No.
no. You need to...
Does
You
the
see-
network have Wi-Fi?
Yes,
What?
the bar have free Wi-Fi.
Yes, it has.
Oh,
Okay.
let's see if some of them are on this Wi-Fi. Maybe you can hack them.
Yeah, it's an unsecured. Okay, is the Wi-Fi unsecured?
Didn't
Yes, it's
didn't that
unsecured.
tech guy put those Wi-Fi chips in people's brains? Maybe these doctors have it.
No, I sweat nervously.
You mean the 5G that makes you a Transylvanian vampire? It's like, okay.
The G stands for garlic.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so I use my signal analyzer and check if I can like see some of the network traffic from.
You see
From,
that there's a lot of access to either Google search for trivia stuff or porn. Holy shit, there's so much porn access.
And I see if
And also someone playing Fortnite.
Can I see if any of our persons of interest are looking at the porn?
At least one person is apparently.
What kind of porn is it, by the way?
Which one?
Yeah.
Okay, you see there is a Dr. Schönhausen. He's apparently really into browsing Latinas.
Can we see if he's looking like kind of sweaty and red?
No.
Is he like no? He's pale and normal.
Sorry,
So he's
you-
not that into them.
I mean, you're in a Bavarian beer garden. They all don't get that much drunk.
Well, if they have cirrhosis or something, then they would get sweaty easily.
Fair point. They don't.
Can we get access to his search history and similar stuff?
Yeah.
Like, can we hack into his phone?
Well, not
And we see
really.
his login details that he's logging in through his phone.
I mean, at least you see how his phone is called, but you can't really log into it from the Wi-Fi.
No hacking?
No.
Okay.
You would probably need something else to access it.
Is this now a
Does
point
anybody
and...
else know what that thing might be?
Yeah, is this now a point and click adventure or what?
Hey, this is a mystery. You have to solve it.
That's not a mystery, that's tech trivia.
You want to try that part? You have a lot of other options. It's like, oh, you want to go hack into... Sorry that there is no hack phone button like in Watch Dogs, and you maybe need a Trojan horse installed onto somewhere that you can actually access shit like in real life. I'm sorry.
Does anybody have a USB stick?
Yeah, sure.
I have a walking stick.
Other kind of stick?
Yeah, we have.
Yeah,
them.
yeah. Do you mind if you kind of lost it, maybe?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, okay, it's disposable. Okay. I download a bunch of viruses onto the USB stick.
Oh, viruses, not anything else?
Oh, and a Trojan horse and a rocket.
Okay.
Also, I want to see if the guy has, like, rings, like if he's married or something.
He is.
Yes, okay. Did I upload the Trojan horse and back doors and stuff onto the USB stick? Work okay.
You have to put it on the USB stick, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, those are fucking cheap. Just have one.
Yeah. I wait until the guy gets up to leave for the bathroom.
Yes.
Sure, what's the plan?
Okay. No, we just leave the USB stick like by his drinks.
The Randy Pitchford scheme.
Okay, legit. Outside of this sort of stuff actually does work, and it's being used widely in cybersecurity hacks and stuff like that. So,
Statistics is on our side.
so,
Good.
Yeah. We did we have more than one USB stick?
Yes. No problem.
Okay.
They're like $5.
I kind of scatter them around the room to see if anybody else takes them as well.
If nobody's looking. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, no
that's
one's
by the
looking,
way. By the way, if you want to do that, you need to make a stealth check. So if you want to do that, or someone else should do it, that is now
is
the way
any of
to.
us like good at like leaving packages secretly and like
I know.
knowing how to like.
It's probably stealth
You
plus
are-
dex, right?
What?
It's probably stealth plus dex, right?
Yes.
Well,
Yeah, okay.
5 points then.
Okay, Franca, do you think you'd be able to? Because I'm kind of clumsy
I can-
sometimes, and like,
I can try.
you can try. Okay.
Yeah. I'm waiting. Yeah. Till the relevant person like stands up to pee, shit, or bath.
A barmaid, by the way, approaches all of you. Goody Scott, what do you want to drink?
Alcohol.
Beer.
Alcohol free, please, for me.
She looks at you. Ma'am, you're bold.
No,
No, sit down.
Catholic. I still have hair.
Okay, anything else I can bring you? Some brezen,
Oh yeah, please.
Oberster.
Weisswurst.
That's
Wait,
breakfast.
please tell me you guys have money on you so you can at least pay for this, so I don't have to pay for this.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I mean, Helmut probably has like some.
Yeah, so
Helmut has money.
you'll then get like a big mass of Weissbier and some brezen and Oberster.
I get alcohol free.
Yes.
And yeah, I'm waiting till, especially the ones that are alone or something, like stand up, leave the table, then I can leave some USB sticks around.
Okay, then please make a roll on stealth.
Stealth plus dex.
Stealth plus dex.
2 flames and a big one.
So, you managed to slip at least like one USB stick unnoticed onto the table. Mm-hmm. You want to slip in onto another one?
You can't do a roll for all of them, or
No, you need to do it separately.
Yeah, to
Well,
each one. Okay.
Like when the table is like obviously like empty. And stuff.
Sure. Then
So again,
yeah.
that's 3 flames.
All right. You also just slip another one onto another table. You don't know where it is, who it is, but like yeah,
I don't know who will take it. Sure.
yeah.
I just
And
know who was there.
Do you want to try it another time?
Every time there's like, non-observed people leaving the table for short-term business. And that's 2 big flames.
Okay. Yeah. You just scatter like 2 more at once, very easily. You don't have any USB sticks anymore.
I have a whole box of them in my...
Yeah, but not compromised ones. They still take some time to make.
No, I just
yeah,
take the dump.
I need to upload stuff. Have you uploaded stuff to a USB drive? It's pretty slow.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
I totally haven't uploaded all my like financial documents.
Have we
that incriminating ones.
the Schön guy? Have we got a USB
he
stick
come back?
on his table?
Yeah, has he taken it?
Yes.
Great.
It's lying there, but you can't see if he took it with him.
I can't.
Oh, I thought you said he took it.
No, it's on the table, but you don't know if he took it yet.
Okay. We wait a bit and see if some people take them. Like we do a couple routes, like just wandering around the rooms, just like
I mean,
eyeing to see if people have taken.
one
No.
like physically walking around.
I just check with your phone. You can probably get a connection if they have been compromised.
Okay, yeah, I just no, they need to plug it into something. So
Yeah,
Yeah, sure. They will.
they will.
but,
No need to look.
That would be later, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's take some
But
time.
everything
Yeah.
else would be suspicious. We have still like the man in black. I don't know in what black and in what clothes, but they are
Yeah.
in black. We need to be careful.
So we've seeded USBs, the compromised ones. Should we do something about the men in black? Also, actually, like, do you actually need something specific to kill them? The vampires, or
Well, we don't know. We never fought
we don't know?
vampires.
Oh, okay.
You just know that in term that from folklore, the usual way to deal with a vampire is stake through the heart. So that's
So does
bad.
anybody have any steak?
No, but I have some.
Oh, you have horse.
We have some wood, probably. We can make some
Do we have like a
steak.
stick? We have a stick.
We
Does
can-
anybody have a knife?
Yes.
We can like sharpen the
Yes.
stick.
That's not really the problem.
We can do that, no problem.
Okay. Yeah, we make some sharpened sticks. Then.
In the beer garden?
In the beer garden,
Not yet.
you
Outside
really
the
do not
pub,
have a lot of object permanence for what your characters do. He's just doing it like, yes, summon stakes. While the man in black sit in the background like, okay.
I mean, to be fair, mad
For
scientist.
kebabs! For kebabs! I mean, yeah, I've got good crafting. I made some really nice, like, really sharp wooded sticks. And these, with my amazing crafting skills, like, these are not, like, floppy sticks. These are, like, strong ones, right?
Can
Okay, where
make-
did you get the wood from? Where did you get the knife from? Why are you doing it in the beer garden?
I have a knife, and we have some wood in the back of the wagon.
Well, also, like, there's trees nearby as well, so you could pick up some sticks.
Yeah. Okay,
Like,
can
literally,
you
look
make
at the
in the
trees.
back of like at least some of them a hole, and I give some specific parameters for reasons?
I guess that's doable. Dun, 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 dun.
Will you do that?
Me, or?
Yes, you.
Okay, sure.
Thank you.
So, what are you keep doing in the beer garden?
Drinking.
Yeah, we have seated USB sticks.
Has anything changed with the 4 guys that I've noticed?
They looked around a few times. They definitely noticed you, but you can't really gauge if they have interest in you. But they left a bit ago.
Was I able to see if they had locked in on anybody, or if they were just still kind of like loosely looking around?
They were loosely looking around, more like.
Well, seems like those friends of ours, or whatever they are, decided to leave. Don't think they found anything that they were whatever they were looking for. It's possible, if they're involved, they may have been looking for the doctor who dealt with the case. In which case, I might think that doctor is not here.
Maybe. What about the Schön Doctor, or whoever he's called?
Schönhausen.
Schönhausen.
Yeah, he has left.
Can I trail him?
I mean, they entered the car and drove away.
Okay, then I can't.
Yeah, you can.
So, yeah, sorry.
You didn't tell me when it happened.
They just slowly left. But
It's a
they
busy
also
place.
left in a group.
That doesn't mean they have like group sex behind his wife's back and we could blackmail them or something. We could blackmail them anyway. We just write an anonymous letter of we like intimidate him with like, we know what you did, but we don't say what.
He also saw his porn history as well, so.
Yes. So, like, can we find out something about the Schönhausen guy? Is he like conservative?
I mean, he is a pretty outgoing and upcoming new doctor at the hospital. You know that much. And from his Facebook page, he just has Facebook. You know, he's also happily married.
Which
Wait,
of
is
us
this-
is the
this-
most social, basically?
Just to confirm, this is the guy who was looking at pot Latinas, right?
Yes.
Oh, wait, oh, yeah. Oh.
See, like,
Well,
if
I
he's
mean, like,
conservative,
yeah.
if he's conservative enough, you could blackmail him.
Yeah, like, is he
Sure.
Christian, or is he, like,
I mean,
devout, or...
you're in deep Bavaria.
Maybe
Most
he's not-
people are Christian here.
Yeah, but
Maybe
is
he's
Okay,
got
so
one
yeah,
of them. One of them accounts where you throw money at girls. Does he have that?
Oh, an OnlyFans. He's got an OnlyFans.
You haven't found anything for that yet, no.
Okay, so should I send an email from an anonymous address to him with stuff we know about him and tell us what
Oh, we should probably gain more.
information?
Well, if we're gonna blackmail him, we should probably get more data on him. So maybe a phishing account or something on a dating website.
Okay,
if he's on a dating website.
Okay.
Are we getting
Actually-
too deep into this? I don't know.
Maybe.
I think the problem is more like we have no other clue how to proceed.
I mean, I suggested that we should go to City Hall or the police station and just try and get a legitimate request to see if we can ID the body.
I we can
We
do.
are investigating this, and we do have potentially someone who's potentially looking for a dead body
Well,
that may be in this condition.
And who is currently halfway down his first beer.
Okay. Is a central the town hall open? Like the
Not
mayor's
anymore.
office, or-
It's
Not anymore.
it's
Okay.
getting late in the evening. Everything is closing down.
Okay.
so I can probably.
Should we
We could
go
probably see
some?
if the police station has it.
Yeah. Maybe we could
Okay.
try the police station.
So,
Yeah, is the police station open? Firstly.
the police station is open. Has a few people there at night. Yes, obviously.
Well,
Okay, so I guess we go to the police station then.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Okay.
While that's happening, we'll see if our what's it? People took the USB sticks and used them at all.
Yeah, we can check that on the side.
Yeah.
Actually, you start to get some hits, but it's mostly just people that live there. No one really connected to anything.
No,
local
doctors, no
businesses.
nurses.
Someone definitely who works at it. You just got access to a tourism agency.
Ooh, what stuff have they got nearby? I want to visit this place.
I mean, it's not really a lot that you have. It's more routes. There's more maps of the surrounding area.
But no, I
Hiking
there's more of a
roads.
joke. Sorry. Okay. So we head to the police station.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Anneliese Schmidt is on the case, and she thinks the missing person case and the bodies in the morgue might be connected.
So you enter. Okay, you enter the reception. The
Wait,
reception.
all of
area.
us, or should we?
I
Just...
mean, that's just a question. Do you all want to enter at once or
Um,
not?
It might be good for just MJ and Annalisa go, just so that I'm representing the old man, and Annalisa's the one investigating.
Yes.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Annalise, I thought was Frank.
That way-
I have a
or, sorry,
mask.
right. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, sorry. I thought you were wearing one.
That way, A, we don't have to worry about the police being like, this old man is drunk. We can't do that now. And B,
Okay.
if we need to, we can bring him in.
Yeah, I have to take care of the drunk.
You take
Yeah.
care of the old man.
Yeah, and see, Helmut can't be his usual charming self at a bunch of police officers, which is probably for the best.
I'm helping him set up his Facebook account or sort it out or something. I'm helping his tech issues. I'm tech support.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So you enter the police station. Hello. What can I do for you? You come in. Who's going in? MJ and
Yeah. We're
Okay,
going
these two,
through it.
yeah.
Yes.
Hello, what can I do for you?
I already told you what I'm saying, so
Can you please repeat that? We are not only now entering the scene.
you're a bit slow.
No, you are too fast.
No, actually not. You're really slow.
Okay.
Okay. I basically said Annalise is on the case, and she's thinking that the missing persons case of the butler is maybe connected to the people in the morgue.
By the way, is your mask from a local police or from from a more nationwide?
Bundespolizei, I think.
So what does the Bundespolizei want here? That's I thought you were already here.
Yes, but we have now found someone who is missing a person, his butler, and, well, they won't leave us alone if we don't investigate.
I didn't know
Basically,
there
the
was.
person, it's connected from some old influence, and so we have to at least go through the process.
Well, let me just
Okay.
let this run through the network quickly. So she goes with your plaque and leaves for a few minutes. All right. By the way, it's slowly settling down to be dark. By the way, outside, and night falls over Rosenheim, and all of you. And she comes back and is like, and yeah, seems everything all right. So what do you want to go? Do you want to see the archives or just a recent overview of the case?
So we have the old man, and I think probably. What do you think? Reviewing some of the case info and looking at and checking out the body, see if we can get an ID, if it
Yeah.
matches.
Definitely.
Sure. Then let me just walk you up to the room where we have the current case going, and she leads you up to like the first floor, and there's like a room with like a lot of piled up, there's just a pile up of files. There's some pictures on the boards and a map of the region. Like so yeah, I can send you someone to help you out from the local police.
Sure.
Okay.
We just need the.
Oh, they're all on the board there. The files are sorted on the table.
Yeah, but we also need permission to look at the bodies later when the old man isn't drunk anymore.
We can try doing that, yes.
Sure.
Okay, so what are you doing?
We're looking through the files.
Okay, so basically what you are finding is that there were found 7 bodies over the last months. All with deep bite wounds in the forest on hiking trails. They're all basically pretty varied, but most of them were, tourist hikers coming into the region. Anything you want to look further at or mark down?
We don't know what's there, so.
What's their general age range?
They all range from from their 20s to the 40s.
Is there like a relevant difference in gender?
No,
No, so it's randomly everyone.
seems
It's
very much
randomly
random.
everyone who seems to be at a midpoint in life, and all foreigners,
Yeah.
Yeah,
which
I mean
could mean
foreign
two
from the
things.
region.
Yeah, so not locals, basically.
Yes.
I mean there was one local is there, but it was one of the farmers out in the region. He got hit.
Is there like info about anyone who had maybe a grudge against the farmer?
You cannot see find anything definitive from the files.
What kind of investigators are those?
There are just not a lot of infos. It's just very random, actually.
You don't.
What investigative steps have they, what have they searched for so far? And like,
Yeah.
Like, what have they looked at in their investigation?
They have mostly looked at, who was killed, when they were killed, and also, how old they were. But
What are the locations and the times?
so basically, all were found in the morning by other hikers, and they were all on hiking trails, and all of them were out late.
What time did the autopsies suspect the death to be?
Around 22 to 23. So when it was already dark.
Is
So
there
it looks like they must get killed before midnight.
is there a regular distance time-wise in death? Like, is it related to moon phases, maybe?
Nothing you can see of. It's not.
It either is or it isn't.
It isn't. It is just happening pretty. It's rather happening rather consistently over the last months.
Okay.
Nearly every week there's one.
Okay, so there's one it's been a weekly killings.
But even then, some are closer together, some are less closer together. It's just a bit off.
Okay. Sporadic, all within a short span of time, probably within a month and a half or 2 months. And let's see.
Isn't that pretty much one per moon phase then?
So probably no werewolf.
What is the general state of bodies left behind? Are they are they missing like half their body, or are they like
They
Why
are
would to check for photos?
Yeah.
stuff like that, and cause of deaths, and photos and stuff?
if you look at the photos, they're pretty gruesome bite wounds. Like they're big and nasty.
So like they had their body taken out.
Yes.
Okay.
As if something gnawed on them. But
What kind of animal are they think it is?
I mean, you would. Okay, now you definitely need to roll a bit on side.
No,
because-
that will be the autopsy report.
Okay, the autopsy report says it might be a bear.
So it's something akin to a bear from bite force and the size of the bite, obviously,
Yes.
according to them. So it has sharp teeth and it rips things apart.
It rips out.
What wounds are there on the body aside from the bite marks?
It
Blood force trauma, claw marks, scars.
there's a lot of blunt force trauma that was found, as if they were ran over.
Maybe a ghoul or something. I don't know.
I don't know enough about these kinds of creatures to deduce what it is, but
Me neither, but Helmut
Yeah.
might know later.
it's only at night, which most crimes happen at night anyways.
Okay.
There seems to be, I think, really the fact that it's not locals for the most part that's getting hit makes me think that some of this may be premeditated or planned. So, like, whatever it is, it knows what it's doing, and it's picking targets.
It must be a known local as well.
By the
I'm just
way,
thinking.
Most likely.
with a loud, the door opens,
Yeah.
and someone walks in. Well. Julie Scott. Yeah.
So it was
Yeah, Servus. We have a lot of people here today. Like, who? So I told already everyone, like, 7 weeks, 7 weeks all with murders. That's not good for the tourism here. So how can I help the police? I mean, we already had. I thought you wouldn't show up, since Europol already is sniffing around. So
Well, we may have another case that ties into this. We don't know yet. That's what we're trying to determine. It may, but we're just trying to figure out as much as we can to see if it's connected.
Heiliger
So the more we
Strohsack.
know about this case, the better.
Yeah.
What a
Are there
mess.
any? Yeah.
So, how
Sorry,
can,
are
can
there
I
any
help you?
suspicions that are that you may not have had written down? You know, just kind of off the record.
I mean, it has to be like some animal. If you ask me, that
You
definitely
don't
is.
think that they were killed by a serial killer and chewed on by animals?
No. Like, look at the bite marks. No animal in the region chews like that. Like, or you're telling me something like a cow took a bite out of a human. That would never happen.
But if it's not an animal from the region, someone must have brought the animal here, right?
Oh, you're my. You know, bears, they sometimes wander into this region, so it could definitely be one. But the only thing that concerns me is, like, we haven't seen it.
Have you found even traces of bears?
Not
There?
really, no.
Yes.
Have you contacted animal control?
Yeah, freilich.
On the off chance that something more intelligent was involved. The farmer,
Intelligent, no.
the farmer that was killed,
Yes.
was he like... Is there anyone with a grudge against him?
Nah, the Josef, that was a very, very upstanding part of the community here.
So great guy.
I mean, you know, he don't liked by everyone, but, you know, he was always there, you know, at the bowling alley, and, you know, talking to people. It's not, you
Did you
know...
have any family?
His daughter, she's totally, you know, in shambles since it happened. And, you know, his son's still working on the farm, you know, alone now. It was already not good since their mother died, like, years ago.
Was he found near his farm, or was it somewhere else?
It was, like, on the way, you know, from his pastures to the farm. Probably was taking a late night look at his cows, and then that happened.
Okay. Can you tell us where that is? Maybe we can see if.
Here, and you know he shows you a map of the region, and like it, you know it's a bit more up in the mountains. You know, you need to drive up that valley here, but it's not hard to find.
Is that? I don't know the maps too well, but is that close to the other deaths?
Oh, I mean, yeah, it's not really like this. The other one before that was, you know, across the mountain here, but like, and the other one was there. You know, he points them on the map. Should I just mark all of them if you want?
Yeah, that would be great help if you could mark all of them.
If Riley, you know, marks all of them down, and it's like, yeah, that should be. We didn't know. They all seem to be They all seem to be in the same region, but like. Not really like on the same paths or anything.
Well, we thank you for your hard work. If there's any other like patterns or weird things you notice, just let us know. And I think we may have a connection, but again, we'll have to review this with our own data back where we are. So.
Sure. But yeah, tell your colleagues from Europol that we already told them, but like I hope you all clear this up soon. Like this isn't a normal murder that we have usually here. It is really hurting the tourism, so I hope it will end.
What do they think, by the way? They're already investigating.
They didn't tell me. They just were here like coming in like, so we need some answers, and then you know we gave them the information. Like they're just like, I mean, some of them would say it's professional, but like nah, those are just arrogant bastards coming down from here from like, you know, Strasbourg or something. Yeah.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah.
We need to keep Bavaria safe ourselves.
That's
We
that's how it
definitely
is.
do need to make Bavaria safe again.
Yes. These forests are wonderful. Can't have more murders in them. You know, not not those animal murders as of now, the normal ones we can deal with. Okay.
And we probably leave, I guess.
We leave, yeah, and we have like the map, and then
Tell everyone.
yeah.
Okay, so you
we-
are
we
back.
talk to everyone.
You're going back to the
wait,
van.
Before we leave, did we get the permission to check the body at the morgue? Because we asked the lady at the front for that.
The lady at the front said, "Sorry, we can't actually give you access to that."
Sorry, we can?
Yeah,
Okay.
Europol actually limited everything to their agents.
Sus.
By the way, as you leave the police station, across the marketplace, you do spot two people in religious robes, just pretty loudly discussing something. They're probably in some kind of dispute. You can't hear what, but you know they are doing it.
Have they seen?
Reformation 2.0.
Have they seen me?
No,
Then I
They're
would.
focused on each other.
right now, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I keep my distance. Try to blend in with the crowd.
Okay, then stealth.
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 Stealth plus what?
Stealth
plus dex?
Stealth plus dex, yes.
Okay, then it's 5 again.
Dun, 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 dun,
Four
dun,
flames.
Dun, 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 dun. Then you sneak closer. And you
I
start-
don't want to sneak close. I want to keep my distance. I don't
Right.
want him to see me.
Okay. You see them and they discuss stuff loudly, but you can't hear them.
I don't want
well
to.
yet.
I just want to keep my distance. MJ wants to get closer, maybe.
Oh.
But I don't.
I didn't understand what you want.
Keep my distance.
Sure. Then you keep your distance and everything is fine. And then
I will. I guess I'll casually slowly stroll past them because they're on the sidewalk, right?
yeah.
Yeah, I just act like I'm going for a walk, and I just pass by them, listening in as they talk, like any citizen.
Okay, you just hear a few things that basically amount. It's really just one line, and it amounts to those damn politicians and such. They will just refuse us to help in the name of the law. They don't know anything. We should just strike now. And that's everything you
Like-
get.
As I'm passing by, I stop and just look at my phone while listening in, just for a
Totally
little
not
bit
suspicious at all.
They are, by the way, leaving inside of the nearest building. You didn't really catch anything.
Longer. Okay.
Dang.
Aside from basically that one of them is very angry and the other one is trying to calm them down.
Well, I go back to the group and I kind of explain. Yeah, seems like they were arguing about something striking. They don't seem to like the politicians or something. I don't know. It's not very clear, but it could mean
That's on their
anything.
shoulders.
Like, either we try following them, or, like, from the case files, the wife of the farmer died. Of what, by the way?
Cancer.
Cancer.
Years ago.
Years ago. And the murder started?
A few months ago.
Okay. So he's not keeping his transformed wife or something on his farmland. Probably.
I mean, maybe he did and he just ran out of cows.
I mean, it could be.
It's possible that it could be the son or the daughter.
True.
I mean, did you see it?
It could also
With it-
just be that he's a victim of circumstance, that he was never a target, but maybe encountered him at night.
Were there any
whatever
like
this
strangely killed cows at all in any information you guys found? Or
Yeah, was there?
No, it's literally just humans.
So no cows were killed or went missing. Ever.
No.
But we have the map of where the bodies were found. Yes.
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 Is
Are the murders in a shape of any pattern or anything interesting about them, like locations or proximity to each other or something else?
Like we
Well,
look up the
I'm going to say,
locations
yeah.
on our phones on Google Maps or something like that.
do you want to investigate that?
Who would be
I'm
best
probably
to
not
do
the best
that?
one to investigate that.
I was thinking like because it is like this is a hiking trail, so they're like a kind of
There are
wild area, I'm
multiple.
assuming.
There are multiple
Yes.
hiking trails.
Yeah. So like it's like in sort of the rural countryside.
Mm-hmm.
And did we have like contour maps? Because I'm thinking
You
like
have what?
this
Google
is,
Maps, so we can
No,
look up the location.
no, not Google Maps, contour maps, like the terrain contours. Do we have that?
You can get that on
yeah.
Google Maps.
Okay. Yes. Like Helmut's eyes light up because this is something that this is for the first time now. He feels like he's started to get in his element. Because this is now to him like has become tracking prey. Like he looks at the map and tries to see if like are there any are there any places nearby away from the hiking trails that could be hiding spots, or are the murder sites are the murder sites equidistant to each other? Like he starts analyzing it like a hunter tracking an animal.
Basically, they all seem just very random. Like, yeah, they happen on hiking. Bodies were found on hiking trails. There's a lot of forest around it, so it could happen, but nothing really has a clear pattern of it. There's also they're sometimes just divided by rivers or mountains.
Does anybody think it might be a good idea to get like a quadcopter drone and just fly above the
But
hiking trail?
by the way, if you are you rolling on tracking there?
Yeah.
Me, yeah.
Okay, then can you please make a roll?
Yeah, that's so. What exactly do I roll again? It's.
Tracking is
I have four in survival specialty tracking, and I'm assuming
it would be you get one on top of that, but you would add your intelligence to this now because this is less doing something in the field. This is more you actually do actually try to analyze something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like 4 tracking, 2 intelligence, 4 survival, 2 intelligence, 1 track. That would be 7.
Yeah.
And like, I forget. Do I just roll the 1 die?
No, you add the 1 die to your roll if you have a specialty.
Okay. Yeah. No, I mean, genuinely, what I'm asking is like, exactly what? How do I roll this? Because remember, this is the very first time I've played any World of Darkness.
Okay, you take your pool from your attribute and your skill. That's the point. You get them up, and if you have a specialty, you add 1 die to that. If you roll a specialty.
Yeah.
And every point is a die.
Yes.
Okay, so I roll 7 dice.
Yes. And then you give the
yellow one, the Darken the World DH.
the yellow one, yes. And then you tell me how many flames.
5 flames.
Okay, so you look at it, with your old hunter knowledge, and the more you look at it, the more it doesn't make sense. Like, if this is an animal, this is like the weirdest animal you could think of. Animals have, areas. This thing doesn't seem to hunt in an area because then it would be spread out much more. They're spread out, but more in a line. And not even something that makes sense a lot because, again, for some reason it would, climb mountains or cross rivers while animals, usually don't do that. They steer along them because, for example, if you live near the river, you rather hunt around that than just cross it. It makes no sense. It's not normal. Nothing behaves like that. but it's getting closer to the city.
Yeah. Okay. It is. This is.
It sounds like
Whatever
it
it
might
is,
be
it's- yeah.
territory, maybe.
Yeah, whatever it is, it's coming closer. It's not. It doesn't hunt like an animal would. It doesn't hunt like a normal predator. It's on the move.
It almost seems like one of them alpha creatures that have territory and they expand it. I heard about it on the internet.
Well, that's.
You sure it was a
I
discovery?
don't think.
Like Animal Planet?
I don't think that's. You see, this river. The murders are on either side of the river. There is a mountain here. There is another river. This is not an animal expanding its territory. Expanding a territory happens along natural contours, not across them like this. This is almost like it can fly.
Yeah.
I don't really know much about it. What if it's a water creature?
No,
It's
but
going around. It's going around the river, right?
not just the rivers, the mountains as well. See here, this mountain. No animal would cross this mountain, this ridge, if it could move along the valleys. But it's not. It is moving towards. It's moving as the crow flies. It is
What you're
ignoring
saying
the
is we
terrain.
should practice with some clay pigeon shooting then, maybe. If it's flying a bunch.
Perhaps.
Maybe we need
Anybody else up for some clay pigeon shooting? Molly?
maybe a net gun or something.
I think a shotgun might be better.
I think I could probably acquire some kind of like net launcher. I don't know if it'll go up super high in the sky, but
Oh, I could upgrade it probably. To make it go further.
At least to let it not, like, we don't know how many shotgun shots it takes. So, worst case scenario, we can at least tether it to the ground a bit.
yeah, that's what I was thinking
Yeah.
with the net launcher, is that we launch it at the creature and that net holds it down, prevents it from flying away, assuming that it does fly.
What if we put some garlic on it? Like, just rub some, like, garlic on it?
Garlic?
Yeah, because vampires.
That's a waste of food.
Maybe they
wait,
just hate
wait.
Italians. Were any
If
of
it
the...
works, it works.
Actually, were any of the people attacked Italian?
No.
See? Makes my point.
But it could also just, like, let us be easier tracked if it has a good sense of smell. And we don't know if it's a vampire yet.
See, again, Italians like garlic because it's tasty. And other people attack Italian. And they'd be even smellier because garlic smells. So,
I don't quite understand your logic right here, so I think I'm going to ignore it for now.
Yeah.
So, what is the plan then, everyone?
I'm gonna see if I can buy garlic spray.
No.
No, it's not available.
I mean,
I'm going to so. Do we know if there's? So can we deduce where the next attack might be, based off of the pattern?
Yeah,
how
with,
fast
like,
moving-
helmets.
Is there another hiking trail in roughly the same line at roughly the same distance?
not really, no.
What would be what's on track
Yeah.
in roughly the same time and distance?
You could
maybe a little bit further.
You could definitely see that there is, that there are some trails, in the general area that it might expand to, but you don't have anything specific. But you can see that there are a few hiking trails in the general path.
We could get some wildlife cameras that only activate with motion sensor and basically plant them in the region.
That might work.
That sounds good to me.
Yeah.
I think I can order them on that Amazon thing. I think they have. I got that next day shipping.
Oh, should I like order some like thermal cameras as well if we're going like hunting and stuff? Oh yeah,
Well,
make
those
sure to get
wildlife
the
ones are thermal.
the more night vision.
They have both settings.
Yeah.
Oh, but they're quite expensive. I don't know if will we have the money for that?
Sure.
Probably, yeah.
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 It's
Okay.
it is a bit expensive. I may have to cut back on some expenses, but it's
But should I?
not like.
Do you want me to get them?
not too
Because I've got next day shipping as well. So, and I have a rainy day fund. So like, should I get them as well?
Yeah, I say we just get like
Yeah, we both
maybe
get
like
them.
a couple of them, and we get a couple of them and set them in place. We at least need to know. We don't need to get like perfect images, but if we can, as long as we can get a sense of what it is.
Also, how far away are we from the like the place our safe
The safe
house,
house?
sort of? Yeah,
A few hours.
few hours drive. Okay.
Then
Yeah, we might have to go back to pick these up because we
yeah.
only.
It would be
deliver
like
to,
half a
the
day
safe house
drive.
address.
We need
Yes.
to go in. We need to go and we need to go back in another time too, just to get our hunting equipment.
Yeah, I might also order some special chemicals.
Yeah, if you go back, I can scour the library. We have a lot of books about esoteric subjects, hunting books,
Yeah.
not just for animals. I
Okay.
thought they were just I thought they were just stories, but now I'm not so sure.
Well then.
So you
Okay.
all are taking a long drive home.
Yeah. So who's driving?
NJ?
Helmos is going to take a nap in the back.
I presume, but I'm the only one who didn't have alcohol, so maybe I drive on the way back,
I guess.
just to
I
be
guess,
safe.
but you'll be quite. But
Yeah.
you'll need to have a nap, probably, when you get back.
Yeah.
All right. So you're back at the safe house, and
Yeah.
I would say, small break. I need to go to the toilet.
Cool.
No worries.
I need to go to
Also,
the.
how? Oh wait, I can do that. Okay. I was wondering where. I was wondering where the razor is, so I could like.
In the bathroom, presumably.
Oh, then.
So we're back in a second.
Not my pencil case. How's everyone doing?
Good.
Good.
Doing all right.
Yeah.
Having fun?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. How's everyone's weeks? Oh,
Yeah, I'm fine. It's yeah,
long week. Need sleep.
long week needs sleep. I can definitely keep going for a while, but I don't think I can stick it out to like 4 a.m. like usual. So it's
Why do you guys stay up so late? Oh my goodness.
yeah,
like
well,
every-
my sleep schedule's been changing lately. It's been getting a bit earlier, but yeah, it's I'm just
You-
generally
you-
not.
you-
I'm
you've
generally
been
not
becoming like a normal sleep schedule. Like
Nah, well,
No.
see, there is no normal sleep schedule. It's just that society is organized around morning person sleep schedule, and that's very specific because there is actually a neurological difference between morning people and evening people, and that means that about half the human population lives with pretty much like permanent like legit jet lag symptoms because it's just unhealthy. But I'll get off my soapbox now and stop.
I mean, you could just
Like,
live in a different
I-
time zone.
I
Wouldn't help,
naturally
wouldn't help.
tend to lean more towards like being a night person, but I also notice that I am physically healthier when I'm on a morning schedule.
Yeah, I think it's
also going to
better,
sleep
for, at least
earlier.
for me personally as well. Depends how you define morning person. Like, do you mean like at work at like 7 a.m. or do you mean like a normal like 9 to 5 or something like school hours sort of thing?
I mean, I'm at work at 7, so
Yeah, because over in the US they're kind of weird with their.
well, no, my work starts an hour before the school day starts. So
Again, weird because school starts at 8.
yeah, but
Rather than
anyways,
9. Okay, yeah.
So the healthiest that I felt was actually when I was on vacation and I was going to sleep at like 9:30 or 10 o'clock or 10:30 or something like that, and waking up at like 7 o'clock or something like that, 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning, and I felt much better than I do when I go to sleep at like say. Well, I mean, I was getting more sleep by going to sleep earlier, but also just by nature, I was waking up more naturally on my own in the morning instead of like I would wake up before my alarms. So I don't remember the exact details of the study, but there was a study that said it's pretty much universal in humans that we're healthier when we're on that like go to sleep early, wake up early cycle. That said, some people do function more naturally in the afternoons or at night.
Yeah, like it's.
But there's like there's a psychological part to it and a physiological part to it.
Yeah.
And sometimes those are not in sync in people.
Yeah, like it's. I'm gonna say something. Oh yeah, like that's like another thing that like, it's also known that most people live with permanent sleep debt. That's why people will sleep in on the weekends sometimes because they just don't get enough sleep during the work week. And that it's the modern sleeping schedule of like 6 to 8 hours of uninterrupted sleep is also not the natural human sleep cycle. It's something that emerged in the 19th century with the advent of gaslight and shift work. But until then, like the way humans slept, like this is something also that they did a study about. There's two interesting things about that study. But the normal sleep schedule for a human that has gotten enough sleep and doesn't have any external pressures for waking up at a certain time is to sleep for about 5 or 6 hours, then wake up, do something fairly low intensity for like an hour or so, and then go back to sleep for another 2 or 3 hours, like 1 to 3 hours. And then after that, waking up and getting out of being refreshed, getting out of bed, doing the normal daily stuff. That is like that is a natural human sleep, and there is textual evidence for this as well in diaries from before the 19th century, when people refer to like first sleep and second sleep, and talk about doing that like when they wake up and they go do something like that doesn't require too much attention, too much energy, and then go back to sleep, and then go do the full day like that, and that's been the norm for all of human history until the Industrial Revolution. And then that study that happened was like the first thing that they discovered was, like I said, the sleep debt. So they had like the volunteers, test subjects, in an enclosed environment with sort of permanent like twilight, so like no natural external like day night cycle, just permanent sort of low light conditions. The first couple days they slept for like way longer than usual because again, like everybody has so much sleep debt that they have to catch up on. But once they got caught up on that sleep, then they naturally went to that like 2-phase sleep cycle, because again, like that's just what human brains are wired for. So like the way that modern society is structured, like the modern daily rhythm, modern sleep cycles, is just contrary to human biology and neurology, and is known to be unhealthy. and
I
only
think I
dates
saw
back to about
something about
150 years.
Yeah, I think I saw something about how our natural sleep cycle is something like I think it was like 28 or 30 hours, something like that.
Yeah.
Or like our waking sleep cycle is that long,
Mhm.
which is out of sync with the day night cycle and with
Yeah.
the day cycle in Earth, and which is why we can fall into unhealthy sleeping behaviors at times.
Yeah. Like I have more of like an actual normal daily rhythm now, but for a while, years ago, I also kind of basically had that like I said like 28, 30 hour sleep rhythm for a while. That was just sort of that's how it worked. I felt very good at that with that schedule.
Mhm.
Because it's it just you have it just feels better.
Yeah, I kind of had that cycle when I was working at my old job, because I had like night closing shift,
Mhm.
and so I was able to gradually cycle gradually go through that cycle
Mhm.
until my night shift on the weekend, and then I would just kind of like have my it worked out somehow with my with when my classes were in college as well. So like I would go to sleep at certain times, and eventually it would be like, oh, I'm waking up not long before my shift on the weekends, and then I'd be back to where I was with college when I get back to the week. It wasn't a perfect switch, but it kind of worked.
Mhm.
So the whole 9 to 5 schedule, it's not great, but it works.
Yeah.
It works best of all of the default schedules, I think. That said, mine is not my work shift is not 9 to 5. It's 7 to 4. So,
Yeah.
well, more like 7:30 to 4, but still.
Okay, we are back. So, back
There
at
are
your
more
safe
things
house.
that I want to say about sleep, but yeah, I'll continue that some other time.
What did I miss? What did you start?
We were having a conversation about human psychology, physiology, and sleeping.
Yeah, which is one of the things that I really get up to my up on my soapbox about. I have a lot of like big chip on my shoulder about that. So
Talking behind my back on my channel,
What kind of
unsanctioned
chip is it?
topics.
Is it a Dorito?
you can catch up on it during the VOD.
Yes.
Unsanctioned discourse. Wee you have to strike that one down. Okay, so you're back at the safe house.
So
What do you all?
We're ordering probably some wildlife cameras. What else did you want to
I'll
order?
order some takeout for the group.
Okay. What takeout?
Some carabine hook.
Chinese.
Yeah.
I'll get some
German?
Chinese. What else is open? It's late.
Yeah.
Dinner?
Dinner's
Got
open.
Also some to the Amazon order some carabine hooks and like sturdy climbing ropes.
I ordered lots of chemicals.
Yeah,
I ordered two. I do order two. What's the net launchers for specifically for hunting? One for me, one for Sam, and yeah.
Yeah, gonna say, like, I think maybe like this is old mansion. There might be like carabiners and ropes and everything in like.
Or wait, actually, I hold off on the net launcher just for now because we don't know what we're getting just yet. I think we're still in investigation, so I'm going to hold off on ordering that. But we get the cameras too.
Yeah, and Helmut dives into the library and starts to look through it to see if there's anything that could point to what they are like. So
Okay.
that's the perks, who they are and how to harm them, but mainly who they are, which I don't know offhand how that works. So could you
Yeah, I'm helping.
remind me or guide me through it? Yeah. Yeah, like that's we went over that, but like I didn't copy over the exact wording, so it's
Okay, then you need to roll on resolve and academics. Then you make like roughly a day looking through your library.
yeah. That's 4 dice.
Yeah.
Because I have like wait, what was it? Resolve in academics? You said?
Right.
Yeah, that's 4 dice. That is 3 flames and a big flame.
All right. You
So
actually don't really find anything.
So we don't have enough information.
Yeah. The whatever you find, there are a bunch of supernatural creatures that hunt humans, but all of them are not like that. They're all different. They all kill different. It just doesn't make sense.
So we don't find a kill pattern that matches.
Yes.
well, I know, but it isn't. Also, did Agonia said she was helping? Is that something that can happen?
I don't know.
No, I don't think so.
I said
Okay.
I'm helping, but I don't know if there was rules for that.
No.
Okay.
Okay, well then it's yeah.
Then I'm at least standing around uselessly.
You could
You-
contribute something.
You can hold the books I'm pulling out, and then when I'm done with them, you can put them back where they belong.
Yes. I'm doing the manual
He
labor.
would too, yeah. he absolutely yeah. He absolutely would without even thinking about it. That's what he has people for.
See, I have the strength, so I can and no, nothing in academics anyway. So I can just I can read the titles. Like, oh yeah, I need that book. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, you sadly find nothing on it. It's just weird.
Well, then I guess we have to wait till the wildlife cameras are coming tomorrow.
So, the day passes then, and your equipment arrives that you ordered. Are those
Yay, all of it.
yes? Are those are those cameras? You put them up and you have to recollect them to see the footage, or are those cameras you want to connect to the internet?
Internet?
You mean like that they save but also send?
Live stream.
Yes, that they can live stream to you.
What if the killer is a VTuber?
They have teeth. Maybe we should also set up some hidden remote station that makes a backup of the whole stuff in case it's intelligent enough to just destroy them or take him with it.
Well, if it's if the cameras are just broadcasting, then we can watch them from somewhere safe, presumably. I mean, I'm saying that as me, not as Helmut. Helmut has no fucking idea how any of this works.
Yeah. If we do that, they could also technically trace us back.
If it can do that from the camera, like if it just has its hand on the camera, then I don't know if it would be able to. I don't know.
Yeah, unlikely.
Okay.
Well, then we use streaming.
Gesundheit.
Thanks.
You use streaming. That means going back to. Okay, that means you set up a streaming thing, so like they
If they have the range for that, sure.
okay. They.
Twitch.tv / Bavarian Murders.
I mean, you can technically have a private stream
Yeah,
from
yeah.
it.
Yeah, like it's
It's not that hard to set up.
Yeah. I know. Yeah, I'm just kidding.
They just need basically a phone attached to have some Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Right. So, are you going back then?
Back?
Well, you need to use the camera somewhere.
Yeah, we're going to. You said we had like a couple of possible trails where it might kill.
So you go
Oh,
back
yeah.
to Rosenheim.
Yeah. Zurück am Rosenheim, and like going out into the woods and.
So
setting-
you first
setting
go
up the
back.
cameras.
Drive to. What are you doing now? You're back at Rosenheim. After a half a day's drive or so.
I thought it was 4 hours.
It's a few hours. Few hours. It still takes half a day. Like
Traffic.
it's not that. It's not that fast to get over there.
It's Germany. Tell me the time.
Okay, you know what? Roughly 5 hours.
Okay.
There's a traffic jam.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's actually a traffic jam a lot of times there. Sorry, that's like it actually holds you up a bit.
And we probably get hiking with Helmut and bring
Yeah.
up the wildlife cameras at the places we think might fit.
By the way, as you arrive in Rosenheim, you realize there's a commotion. Apparently, another body has been found in the woods.
Da, da, da.
Whatever it is, it killed again.
And it presumably closer to the. Well, so we need to find out where that body was found. If we put up the cameras around the site where we thought the murders were going to happen, it's probably already moving on if the pattern holds.
Yeah.
So we need to find the new places where we need to set them up.
We'll probably just ask some of the locals.
Oh yeah.
Is there police presence at the new site?
So, do you want
Did
to what? What did you what was
We're
your
not at
question?
the site of the murder. We're trying to find out where the murder happened.
Yeah.
Oh, you're trying to find out. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, we're trying to find it out so that we can further figure out on the map where the next likely point is that's going to strike, so we have a better idea of where to put the cameras.
Okay, so what exactly are you all going to do? Just ask around the locals?
Yeah.
So first, for starters, yeah.
Okay. Well, you get a rough idea. It was another hiking path, but more near some pastures down in a valley a bit outside of town. It actually got closer again.
Do we know who it was that was killed?
It was another tourist, this time from Italy, actually.
A priest?
No,
So it is not via garlic.
Oh. I wanted to make pasta.
I mean, you could. I could use a cook.
Eh.
So if we look at the map, so we know roughly where this one was, and we know are they the murders are sort of roughly evenly spaced?
not really. They're just very random, actually.
Yeah. So would it be if we look at the furthest distance between murders, is that is the current murder site further away from the city than that, or closer?
It's a bit closer, but still roughly the same.
Okay, so it's possible that it's going to reach the city, but not sure. We're probably going to have to set these cameras up closer to the city than any of us would like. It would be better if it was out in the wilderness, but
Ah,
if it's getting closer,
You can
it
spread
must-
them out if you want. It's still in the wilderness, by the way.
that's why we got lots of cameras.
Yeah,
How many did you get, by the way? 10?
lots.
Lots. Since we have, since you
know
don't-
what?
you didn't give a specific answer as to which things we find suspicious based on the evidence, so we bought enough.
You get 9.
Why 9?
Because I am the
My
GM.
cameras.
There are more cameras. I can look on Amazon right now. Okay.
They're quite pricey, basically. So
Also,
We want to lay them out in a what we want to do with the cameras, we want to lay them out in a way where we can track the direction that it's going and figure out which spot would be the next targeted zone. so that we can
Yeah.
lay set up an ambush essentially.
Yeah. Like, they're letting me at least buy 15 per order.
Okay, you know what? Fine.
On just one website.
Fine.
I can also go to Amazon, not to wildcamera.com.
Spent thousands of euros on fucking scouting camps.
I have the money.
Best of all, we could reuse them later if we need to.
Yes.
Okay. Then you place all the cameras
Yes.
where you think it would be sensible,
Yes.
and you wait.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so do you want to wait? You want to settle into like a small hotel, or just sleep in
Or
the
a beer
fucking
garden.
van? I mean,
Well, I'm not sleeping in the van.
I'm sorry. One day I plan to get a better truck, one where we can actually like kind of operate from on the move if we need to.
oh now
I'm
you're
not sleeping in any
insulting.
van.
Now you're insulting Franca's van, by the way.
It's good
Wait.
enough for me.
Yeah, but just in case we need to lug things around, some more things around.
I mean, you can. There's room in the back.
Yeah, I'll just sleep at the back. It's fine.
If you find
Rest
a
you can
hotel.
decide what you want to do.
Also, I just noticed we have like 4 Rubens in the sidebar.
Oh, I think so. I reconnected a bunch of times. I lost connection just briefly. Sorry.
Too many rooms. They're duplicating.
Yeah.
This is getting out of
You're
hand.
right.
Now there are 4 of them.
They're ruplicating.
Duplicating. Oh god. Okay. So
Yeah, so Helmut's going to find a decently nice hotel to sleep in.
okay, everyone else.
Something maybe a bit rustic, like
You're in fucking Rosenheim. Yes, you find
Yes,
them
exactly.
easily.
Yeah.
Well, we have it probably connected to the cameras to the van, so we can.
You can also
Like,
probably put it on laptop. So
Is there like a hunting
Is there a
lodge
Wi-Fi?
or something?
Is there a Wi-Fi we can connect to?
yeah, there are a bunch of public Wi-Fi's, or you have some 5G on your phones. It's doable.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, is there like is there specifically a hunting lodge
Nope.
to stay at?
Well, then we probably stay at a hotel.
But there's a local golf club.
Someone wants
Nah, he
to.
doesn't like golf.
Someone wants to do the night shift watching the cameras, or do we just? We will probably record while streaming. So
I can watch the cameras as you guys sleep. I'm used to it.
okay, I'm getting.
We'll record as well, but
You never know.
Okay.
Helmut has a nice meal and settles in for the night.
Good. So, yeah. So a night passes, and Zep, or well, Mario,
Yeah.
you see that the cameras react a bunch of times to movement, but it's your odd deer, your odd boar, nothing really out of the ordinary. It's like there was a rabbit at some point.
No hikers.
The killer rabbit of Carbanog?
No hikers.
Suspicious.
oh, I'd imagine people wouldn't want to be hiking after a whole bunch of hikers got killed.
Yeah.
They don't always know that a bunch of hikes.
I mean, it's quite the big story locally, so, and in the region, I guess. So, yeah.
So
Maybe.
first night, no hit. Nothing happened.
To be fair, it seems like they just fed. So
Yeah. How
it may be a couple nights before they come back to eat.
Okay. So do you want to stay for another night?
Yeah, I think during the day, Helmut goes out and like while the sun is still well and truly out, goes out and does some hiking to get the lay of the land.
Maybe finding some
the-
tracks. Yeah.
Yes, see if there's anything to find, but mainly just to kind of, if there is something to find, yeah, but like also just kind of, just exploring the hiking trails and the environment of where where we put the cameras. So that he's not going whenever the thing next strikes again, they're not going in completely blind. Like he needs to know, like, you know, like, just the lay of the land. But yeah, if he is also looking for tracks.
Okay. Helmut doesn't find anything out of the ordinary, that is. It's
Yeah.
pretty normal, actually. So, another day passes. As you see outside, the men in black are still scouring around town. Everyone seems to be on edge. This has been shaping up to be quite a story, actually. At least in local circles, because, like, another person died. 8 dead hikers.
And
Yes,
roughly
that's it.
8 weeks.
In roughly 4 months. It's like every 2 weeks someone dies.
Oh no, it's every 2 weeks. Okay.
I mean, the frequency actually got higher.
Well, when we were at the police reports, you said roughly every week.
Roughly every week, but sometimes you had 2 cases in 1 week. And then 1 week nothing, and then something else happened again.
I know, you said 2 weeks and it increased. It
You know
makes no
what?
sense.
Maybe it is late here and my brain didn't track what I said a few times before that. Is it fine? Is that fine?
You can retroactively change that, yes.
Okay, you want retroactively scrap my 4 months thing? That was probably wrong. Just like, yeah, it has been in 2 months or so.
What?
It's
Now you're
2 to 3
confusing.
months. Roughly in 2 to 3 months. That is an acceptable time frame for murders.
That's about once a week or so. Yeah.
Yeah, it's roughly once a week.
So it increased
I
now.
thought that was what
It
we were.
increased.
I thought that was what we were doing in the first place, or like
Yeah.
what was going on. It's like it was a weekly murder.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they're accelerating apparently.
Yeah.
Okay, so now it was like
still-
how much faster instead of a week?
Sometimes a murder like there are like 2 murders once per week.
Okay, so now there are 2 murders per week instead of 1.
Yeah.
At least with the last case.
Yeah. But this could
But
also
it-
be
it-
the
it-
case because like the first ones were really remote.
Yeah. So maybe there were even like maybe there were more bodies that just didn't even get found yet.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
If they're so far out. But like the closer they are to the city, the more likely they are to be found anyway. But regardless, the murders are increasing in frequency, and it is getting closer. It is worth staying at least another day to see if it strikes again. We are getting close. I can feel it.
In the meantime, I guess we could interview the farmer's family that died. He's the only odd case. Of
Yeah,
not.
that sounds fine.
Yeah, he wasn't local. He was the only local, so
So you go out to the farmstead.
sure.
Okay. Drive up there, and you see like one guy, shoveling hay onto a truck. And I said, "Servus, what can I do for you?"
We're investigating a murder case relating to your father. Suspected
That
murder.
thing.
Yeah.
I can tell you more than anything if that I didn't tell everyone before. And if you're pressed, please just go. I have enough on my shoulder. Okay.
Yeah, I'm showing my badge. No, actually, Bundespolizei. What kind of?
Okay. See what I tell you. What I told your what your peers. Okay. He just went out to check lastly on the cows because some of them have been sick recently, and it has been and just to see if everything is fine, And now just outside all night. It's summer and all that. And then he didn't come back, and I found him on the way home. It's not that it's just a walk over there, so he doesn't take the car. It's just like he can walk, and then he was dead.
Anyone with a grudge, maybe?
No.
Oh, okay.
Like, here's the thing. My father isn't like, the most, the most liked person in town, but he's not disliked.
Yeah,
This isn't like someone wants to kill him. It's just more like, people having, just are like, old beef from school or something, but no real grudges. If there were grudges, he would have hit them so well.
well,
Does he normally go out that late?
Yes,
Or was that just a rare?
he
Normally.
actually did that a few
Okay.
times before, and nothing happened. So I didn't think of any of it when he did it that time, and then he just was dead.
so that was the going out at night to check on the cows was a regular occurrence since they were sick, or before that? Or-
He sometimes did it even before that. It's just something he does. Especially when, they're just out all night. He just likes to check on them. Especially since, Mom died, he just kind of takes double checks on the cows every now and then.
When did your mom die?
A few years ago.
Sorry to
Why?
hear. No, I'm just curious. I'm sorry for your loss.
Yeah.
I'm sure it must have been hard.
What can you do? Happens. Anything else I can do for you? That's really it. Like, I don't have a lot of, to talk about. It just happened.
Well, do we have anything?
I
don't think so.
Well,
I
then,
can't really think of anything else right now.
then let's leave this man alone.
Have a good one. And hope you find whatever this is soon.
Mind if we check on the cows?
Do as you wish. I don't think they will be bothered by it.
Okay, thank you. So we probably are away from the guy.
Yes.
So
sure.
I'm thinking if that started with his wife's death, it maybe has something to do with it.
Da, da, da. Yeah, maybe.
It's supernatural stuff. What do I know?
Wasn't there? I had this thought. Wasn't there some kind of thing about like that cow that becomes a monster or whatever? That Minotaur or whatever?
Maybe. I heard they were in Greece, but who knows? Might have wandered up.
Maybe Germany.
Greece, Germany, it's both starting with G.
Mind blown.
That makes sense to me.
Well, then we probably check on the cows, see if you find anything.
You see just a very normal herd of cows grazing in the lush valley on lush Bavarian grass. Mooing Bavarian.
Who's in Bavaria?
Yeah, it's just how a Bavarian cow moves. Like, moo. Moo. Yeah.
I only know how to. Unfortunately, I only know how to moo in Saxon. Sorry about that.
Or Karlsruhe. What? Karlsruhe?
That's
Say it
Baden.
right.
That isn't Baden. So, yeah.
Is there like the no, Helmut isn't there. Yeah.
Are there like any tracks of cows? Like, as if they were walking outside of their designated area?
No.
Okay.
Any cows with big pointy sharp teeth?
Nothing that you can see.
Well, then we have to wait.
Mm.
Do we have any cameras left that we could, like, place towards the cows?
You have actually used up all of them and at
Use
their
them all
positions.
up. Okay.
I don't think the cows are that important of a thing.
Who knows, there might be
Might-
vampire cows.
Or it might feast on cows later.
Maybe.
But yeah. In that case, we have to wait because we have no other leads.
Okay.
Helmut
So,
is once again enjoying the local beer garden.
very old German. Okay, so another night happens. Who does the shift?
I guess I do.
I'll do it.
Okay. Yeah, if you want to, sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Then you sit down and the night passes.
Actually, can I borrow Helmut's shotgun if he has it with him?
It is in the van, but like, I don't think he doesn't really want anyone else touching it. Like, if
I have some sort of weapon, so if like somebody attacks us, I can at least defend.
I mean, we're all in the same
Well,
hotel.
We shouldn't expect to be attacked anytime soon. We're hunting, and we're not like. I don't think we're going to be ambushed.
Yeah, okay.
Not in the
Not in
hotel.
the city.
Also,
Yeah,
I
not in
have
the hotel.
also I have my hammer with me, so
Yeah, if you were to like get caught handling the shotgun, then not only would you be in trouble, but the helmet would also be like there would be like legal consequences.
Fine. I'll just stick with my short stick then.
Sorry, we're not playing in America when everyone can go yeehaw.
not everywhere.
This isn't Texas.
Open carrying is just another thing there.
At least in a lot of states it is allowed. So
Yes, depends on the state, I think.
yeah. Anyway,
Does something happen?
well, a few hours passes after nightfall, and so far the only pictures that really come are from again rabbits, boars, deers. But then camera 11 shows you two guys with a camera and a flashlight, and someone is like gesticulating in front of the camera as the wildlife camera makes pictures and sends them over to you. Mm-hmm. They look dumb and apparently filming. So
Let them be, I guess. Or they maybe know something. Or we have the whole day until the cameras are relevant again. So we can technically try to find them, squeeze something out of them.
I take a note of what they look like. So
you
or copy
do,
pictures of.
and you feel like you have seen them somewhere.
Hmm.
Do either of them like Latinas?
Are those the two priests?
No, they're younger. They're more like teenagers, early 20s.
We haven't seen any teenagers.
Is one of them hedgehog shaped?
No. But one of them looks like really dumb, but like also like almost like they're a scam artist.
We haven't seen any teenagers.
They just look suspicious to a degree
They look young.
and weird.
Are they like YouTubers?
Well, you could check the internet for that.
Yes, let's check the internet for weird YouTubers and reverse Google image search.
Okay, then please. By the way, are you all getting woken up for that by Ruben?
Yeah, I wake them up just to show them what's going on.
Yeah.
Sure.
So, you find out that, yes, those are indeed YouTubers. Very notorious ones that, go around,
Oh God, no.
they sell their own energy drinks.
Not Pogan lol.
Hogan lol.
I knew it. So they're useless.
Well, I guess. they probably heard that people die in the woods, and so they're like, let's explore the and you can see there they have announcement that they are exploring a spooky place to debunk stuff because they're the smart ones and they don't believe in horror stories.
Is this spooky place?
They were vague.
Do we want to trail them?
Nah, they'll be fine.
It's not
If
that
anything, they'll become food.
I would rather use
My
them
job is
as
to protect y'all.
yeah. Also, worst case scenario, they're bait. Bait we need to protect then. If they're baptized. Otherwise,
Bait is bait.
obviously you never read as
It's just there to be eaten.
obviously you never read a consecrated book. It makes a difference, believe me.
No, never
Okay.
have. I'm evil and have no morals.
Okay,
Helmut doesn't care.
so you want to trail Hogan, Lol, and Free Skits. What?
Yes, I would like
You would like to what?
trail them.
Trail who?
Hogan Law.
And
I don't know the Skittles guy.
Free Skits. He's very famous among Gen Zers.
Yes, the Skittles guy.
He makes Minecraft challenges. Are you unknowledgeable?
Yes, I'm unknowledgeable. I'm 42. RJ, do you want to come with me there, or
It's probably best we all stick together. So yeah, I'll come with you.
I mean, you can also keep an eye on the cameras if you want.
Oh no, I can. Well, we've got wireless internet. We've got like mobile internet,
yeah,
so we can
fair.
like do both.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Then whoever's adept at trailing should do the front part. What do we need for trailing?
What do you need for trailing?
Tailing someone.
I mean, technically, you would need the ability to see something in the dark.
Well, Sam bought infrared cameras from Amazon.
Helmut has the decent night vision, but nothing like actually. He can't actually see in the dark.
So,
So nothing that would really help at night.
so we have infrared.
Infrared.
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
So we can.
Yes.
And I'm just
And you also have flashlights, like I assume.
yes.
So that shouldn't be the problem.
Yeah, you
So we
want to
don't
avoid
need-
flashlight when hunting if possible. It
Yeah.
ruins your night vision and it gives your position away. If you can avoid using flashlights, all the better. Flashlights are for emergencies only.
Yeah, we take them with us in case we spot something definite.
You know.
All right.
So we don't need to roll?
No, that's just literally you just go there. You know where to go.
Okay. Sure.
I mean, it's in the night, so like it takes a bit, and you know you need to drive out there. But sure, you need to drive on until you can't drive with the car anymore, and then you have to walk there.
I take my 4 AV Kevlar West with me.
Okay,
I wear it actually.
good. So you
I
have
take
your
the shotgun. This seemed like an opportune time to carry the shotgun with me.
Otherwise, I give everyone some zip cuffs and a pair of handcuffs, and everyone gets a GPS tracker and tactical earbuds.
okay.
Do we think that this might be a good time for me to get the launchers, or is it too late for that? The net launchers.
Well, you could get them, but they wouldn't arrive that fast.
I think we just got to stick with the weapons we've got.
Right now, yeah. Like, I don't think you could reach anyone that would be here in 20 minutes, right?
Yeah.
Nope, that would not be fast enough. Absolutely
Okay.
not.
Well, then...
Can we do we park the car nearby? I mean, not like in the forest, but like near an entrance.
There are hiking park spaces, so yeah, you can do that.
Okay.
Okay, so you all start driving out there and moving into the night. Okay, everyone who's there. So, from what I gathered,
I think everyone.
Ruben stayed.
Yeah.
No.
No, okay.
Yeah, he
Okay.
said that. We were of the opinion to stick together.
Okay, so everyone is here, and you are walking down, the path in trail of Hogan Law and Friskets.
And it,
Helmut should be like following those tracks easily.
Yeah, that's really not a problem. They are very obvious that when I walked.
yeah, and Helmut also like you can tell he's happier than you've seen him yet. Like he's smiling and he's moving with purpose. Like he's in his element. This is this is what he lives for.
Yeah.
Like he's just been grumpy the whole time. This is the first time you've seen him be anything other than grumpy.
Yeah, I'm trying to, well, hide myself as good as I can while walking, and mostly be aware of our surroundings. Like if someone else is tailing them.
So
Yeah.
after a solid hike for like, it's still a bit like 1 hour down the path, so it's deep into the forest. Well, you start to see something on the ground, 2 bodies, mauled.
Are they the YouTubers?
It when you come closer, you actually see that yes, indeed, well disfigured, it is Hogan Law and 3 skits that have sadly passed away.
Were they near
take a
any
look.
of the wildlife cameras?
I take a look at the bodies and
No.
Determine how fresh they are.
Oh, pretty fresh actually. This happened like half an hour ago or so.
Are there any?
Half an hour or sooner.
I mean, the thing is, the bite wounds are fresh, but the bodies are cold, as if it was earlier.
That's weird. That's very that's definitely something supernatural.
Or someone?
Bodies don't get cold that fast.
Yeah, maybe vampires make some sort of cold air or something about them, so...
Could also
Or
be
the
true.
bodies were drained of their blood. Are the bodies bleeding still, or are they?
They are
seem
bleeding.
Drained? Okay.
Not a vampire. But they're way colder than they should be.
Yes. At least the skin.
Yeah.
There is that camera still on the ground.
We can look at that.
Check the recording. See if there's something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get spotted.
So, you start the recording and it's like very cringe-worthy. You're like, oh god. This is like your immediate thought. This is what the youth of today watches. But like you probably skip through it, right?
Yeah, we just fast forward.
Okay. Shortly before, after it lied on the ground, still recording, you realize before it fell down, you came to a place where they basically start shouting into the night towards something or someone, like, hey, who's there? And then just a shocked, what? What is, what? And then there's like a loud, and you don't see anything, by the way, on the camera recording. It's just dark. But suddenly they seem to just be thrown onto the ground and dragged around and scream and bleed, and then that's just that. And you see there was a fight. Wait. As much as a fight you can have, but yeah, that's it. That's the recording.
Let me guess. There are no tracks.
There are no tracks.
Flying cows.
Yeah, apparently.
Someone must have fed them Red Bull. But, on a more serious note, I do think I heard stories about ghosts being cold.
Yeah. Yeah, I think there's something to that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe we should find out more about that farmer's wife. If he was the first victim, maybe she didn't like him too much.
He was not the first victim.
Or sorry. Okay.
Not by a long shot.
Okay.
Yeah, he just stands out because he's local.
But either way, maybe we should look into this ghost aspect.
Yeah.
Might be something ethereal that can float.
Yeah, maybe Hermut's library can give us some answers.
Yeah, I can look again.
Sam, can you check our cameras, see if there's anything nearby that may have spotted them? That may have spotted that thing, if it's
Yeah.
possible.
Yeah, I checked the cameras, basically.
Nothing.
And nothing.
Well, it wasn't on their camera either.
Oh, they can't be seen by cameras, can't they?
But if they're cold, we should see cold spots on them, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, might must get some thermal cameras then.
Well, we have them right now, and we have them on the wildlife cameras as well. So if there are cold
yeah, I
spots,
checked
we
the
would
thermal
see
feed
them.
then.
The problem is that the thermal camps only start, the wildlife camps only start when there's movement.
Ah, okay.
So they send pictures, but they don't, when something's moving, but not,
Not when heat is moving.
yes.
Or lack of heat, specifically.
Are there any weird anomalies on the thermal pictures?
Nope.
I'm sure they took them every now and then.
Nothing you can really discern.
Then we just have the library. We have one more clue.
So you're driving back.
Someone has a better idea? Maybe?
No, if
No.
if he can't see it,
Yeah, it doesn't leave tracks, we can't
Yeah.
see it. But at least now we know it makes things cold and it moves.
and it moves.
Yes.
Okay. So you drive back and are back at your safe house.
Is the region the Moo is murdering something with M?
What?
The region where the thing is murdering, is it called something with M?
No.
This is a missed opportunity.
Sorry. Okay, so you're using your library again.
Yes.
Then please.
That's
Resolve plus
yeah.
academics.
For all academics, four dice.
Yeah, and your specialty.
Yeah, my specialty is tracking and survival.
Ah, okay, yeah, right. I forgot. That's then not relevant.
I get 2 flames and a big flame.
Well, you you look for general ghost stuff, but like you actually don't find anything about it. It's whatever this is not you're usually seeing ghosts. You know that ghosts are vengeful usually.
What about things that make move?
Nothing about cows.
Nothing about cows. Aside from the Minotaur, but like nothing that would fit in terms
Yeah,
of
no,
ghosts.
What about anything, birds, like a parrot or something?
Yeah, something that can mimic.
Well, nothing in this region.
Okay.
Not that kind of bird. Also, I don't think they mimic much sounds. Do they?
Depends on which kind of bird. I mean, if it's
Some
a
birds
cuckoo,
mimic sounds.
Some, yes, but not the cuckoo.
how's it called? Were kakadu.
Kakadu would, yeah. But we're looking for supernatural stuff
Yeah.
that can mimic
Yeah.
voices and sounds.
What if it's a shapeshifter?
Yeah.
There are maybe shapeshifters, but you don't find anything specific on that.
Any that feast on flesh and blood. That feast on flesh.
You have to
Is it
be
a
more
vampire
specific
bat,
on
maybe?
that.
Or
A lot of werbeast feeds on flesh and blood.
I was saying shapeshifters that do.
Oh yeah, a lot of them do, but nothing specific. There are just a lot of them do it.
I'm just telling you, we'll not figure this out until the session ends. This is...
Yeah,
Also,
we
You
really
can-
have basically nothing to go on right here.
You can research a few different topics here. So, like, do you want to research shapeshifters?
We told you already.
Yeah. By the way, there's nothing specific about shapeshifters.
We told you everything.
Okay.
If there's nothing, then there's nothing, and we have nothing to go on.
Okay, then.
also, once we get back to the safe house, I'm probably gonna head because I am.
It was
Not
to
good.
be expected.
Yeah. So it's around that time.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Do you maybe want to look for something more generic?
No, we're at the safe house, so technically...
So you want to pause for today?
If you don't mind, and if I'm not being if I'm not interrupting, sorry.
I mean, this.
I don't know if we're getting anywhere. So
Yeah, it's unlikely.
Yeah.
yeah. So I think that yeah.
The best shot we have is wandering at night in the forest and hoping to encounter the thing.
And even then, if we do that, then
We're dead.
Then like it's probably we're probably dead because we don't know how to fight it.
Yep.
So
Yeah. So why don't we head back? We can get some like drones with thermal cameras. We can get
well, we always tried thermal cameras.
Yeah, but
no.
those were
We can
motion.
change the
like-
setting on the We can change the setting on the camera so that they're
Yeah, just to constantly
recording.
recording.
Yeah.
That's what I
Yeah.
mean, basically. So
Okay.
So if
That's what we
that's
can do.
okay with everyone.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
That and
Well,
your
we're probably-
drones
yeah.
with thermal cameras, if we can find some that are a bit more silent.
Yeah, we probably have to move the cameras again now that they've killed in the area we were surveilling.
Yeah.
Yep.
And we're looking
Yeah,
for
that's-
cold
yeah.
spots, basically.
Yeah.
I mean, by the way, they now just do pictures more repeatedly. But you actually start seeing cold spots then.
Yay.
But also pretty randomly, actually. It's almost as if whatever this is scattered across the whole area, or shows up randomly.
That's not good.
Well, either we can, get something together from this additional clue in the library, or we can't.
Do you want to check something again on that?
Yeah.
Okay, then please roll again.
Yes. 1 second. That is two flames.
Okay, here's the thing. You see cold stuff. You see coldness, and there's coldness out there. It is probably a form of ghost. You cannot tell which one, because ghosts can be very, very unspecific. But
Broad category.
you're you're sure that it is some kind of ghost. You just need to figure out what kind of ghost.
How?
You could look up what kind of categories of ghosts there are.
Yeah, we could. Yeah. Is there anything about like non-human ghosts, like non-sapient, like it's moving? Is there anything like cow ghosts? Do animals become ghosts?
No. But here's the thing: ghosts basically exist in two forms. There can be specific people that have lingering vengeance, or just unfinished business. Your typical kind of ghost, okay? And then there can be apparitions, things that happen due to various circumstances, such as, for example, if a place is, just building up a grudge, it can create apparitions.
Well, they wanted to go to a spooky place, but why is that spooky place moving?
Moving.
Makes no sense, right?
Well, whatever it is, it's moving closer to the city. That has to mean something. It's not dead. Yeah, it
When the place builds up a grudge, do the apparitions gain more reach?
Yes.
Okay, now it makes more sense. So we just need to find any local spooky places. They wanted to go to a spooky place.
yeah.
I think back to the time in the woods. Did the woods seem disturbed by human behavior?
No. It's a
Okay,
very
so like
typical
not really
woods.
much littering or anything like that.
It's a normal hiking trail, nothing more, nothing less. You
Okay.
don't...
Yeah.
Nothing out of the ordinary there.
Yeah, so the I forget, like the farm where the farmer died, is that like partway down the sort of the line of
Yeah.
apparitions, or so it's not the starting point.
Not the starting point, no.
Okay. So it's probably not yet. It might have just
Should we ask around for some spooky places people know, and maybe ask the internet?
Maybe we should ask around and find out the history of the like the forested region.
What I'm,
Like,
what I'm
what
also
you-
yeah. What I'm
Like
also
look at
thinking,
the history books for it.
Yeah.
and records.
So, do you
like,
want to
we
go-
now have we now have we now know that it's going toward the city. We need to trace it back. We need to look for something like around like no closer to the city than where the murder started. Somewhere around there or a bit further out. That's where we need to start looking.
Yeah, that's why I'm looking for spooky places.
Yeah.
Okay,
So,
so
that
do you
we have
want
sort
to...
of a general direction. That's what I mean.
So want to drive back then?
Have to.
Okay, so you're going back to Rosenheim. How exactly are you going to about this? Who does what?
Sam is the technic guy, he can look the internet.
Yep. I do that.
I can
Google stuff.
ask locals.
Okay. How do you ask the locals? You just go around?
What else is there to do?
Fine.
We could check a public library, see if there's any records, or I mean, I guess City Hall might have records for the forest. I don't know.
Yeah, like old buildings.
Okay. And Helmut, what are you doing?
Probably like Helma's not very good with people. So probably.
Making a bear.
I mean, that if there's nothing else productive to do than going to the beer. Well, honestly, yeah, maybe going to the beer garden with the maps and just looking over maps, trying to see if there's anything that like jumps out in sort of the general
Socializing.
direction. Well,
Socializing. Okay.
no, not the socializing. It's just like having like he's at the beer garden. He has like the map spread out in front of him, and like trying to trace back the murders and continuing that line and seeing if there's anything on the map that jumps out. Like if they're like I don't know, like a ruined church or an old cemetery or something else, like some place that might be like just.
Okay.
For that, you
Looking
probably
at the map for clues.
You're looking at the map for clues. Okay, so then Helmut, you basically have to, if you have it, roll an investigation and intelligence.
I do not have
Then it's
investigation.
just intelligence.
And I get one flame.
Yeah, like, you look at it, but it's just a lot of... It's the further out you go, the more there's just wilderness there. Nothing more.
So then he just
MJ.
spends the day at the beer garden.
MJ, basically, yeah, you're scouring the archives. Do the same role.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out if there's any records of, like, things going on in the past, whether it's a battle site or an old building that was there but was demolished or stuff like that. Just anything that happened in that forest that might cause something that might stick out.
Nothing in recent history, and the further you go back, the more spotty everything gets.
Do I find anything Googling on, like, the local news sites for
Well.
local news or regional news?
On local stuff, no. But if you want to scour the deep net, the occult stuff, then
guess
yeah,
we'll go.
intelligence and occult.
No, it should be here. Oh, that's why I've got the thing open twice. Right.
Did you open Armored 3 again?
No, I was doing some other stuff. What do I need to roll for that? That
I
would
said,
be-
yeah, occult and science. Sorry, occult and intelligence. The time is getting to me as well. So yeah.
I accidentally closed that. It is too late for me. Okay.
Yeah, we should stop very soon.
Okay, it was investigation and occult, wasn't it? Okay, so occult, I've got 0.
It was intelligence.
Intelligence.
Intelligence, sorry.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you.
Intelligence, I have 4, so what, 24 for that?
4 die.
It would
4 die.
4d10 or 4, like, the
4
yellow?
die. 4 of the yellow ones.
4 yellow ones, okay. One small flame.
Yeah, so aside from your typical, regional occult stuff, nothing specific.
Nothing, okay.
I'm
Okay.
looking like for local spooky places, legends around the area where the first murder happened.
I mean, most locals just don't really know what they have to. You're just going around asking people.
Well, if someone sticks out, sure. Old people, weird people.
So, well, then you want to see for someone, like, make intelligence and awareness. If someone sticks out.
Sure. 2 flames.
Well, there's a lot of people in the town. But there's just one grandma looking out of the window.
It's a Fenster owner. She knows things.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to ask the nice old lady how her day was.
Oh, hello. It is nice of you to ask. There's so much buzz recently. No one here anymore for the elderly. How are you doing?
Well, I'm investigating the recent deaths, actually.
Oh, yeah. Tragic. So many people died recently. We haven't had that in, like, well,
What are you talking about?
the times. The old times.
Yeah, please tell me more.
Yeah, when the people disappeared.
People disappeared.
Yeah. Horrible times. You know what I'm talking about.
Sadly, I don't, but I'm interested.
You know the times that happened. They were all here. glad it's over. Just witnessed it as a child, but that stayed with us. Do you want to know anything specific? You seem to be a nice girl.
Well, there's some kids missing that wanted to check out, they called it Spooky Place.
That whole forest is spooky, especially where they dig murder. My mother always told me, don't go there, don't go there.
Where specifically?
Deep in the forest, you know. The more north you go, she said, there's that place no one, they wiped it off the map.
Which place?
Well, there's supposed to be one of the old farms, you know, but then it vanished.
I think they could point it out to us.
You're not even there.
I'm saying
It's fine.
I'm the voice in your head.
Okay. Sure. But
Yeah.
since it was wiped off the maps, it will be probably hard to find.
Well, I mean, from what I know, it's behind. You see? There's like, further north, there's a very big pine tree section. We call, we called it the Grünwall. It's very dense and very dark, but like, beyond that, apparently, there were roads, and there was an old farmstead, but never saw it for myself, just heard it from my mother. But no one spoke about it. We were just told to not go there, but the older you get, the younger people there, the more they just don't know and ignore it.
You think there might be some old records in Town Hall about that place?
No, that's just a thing. This thing, that is something you don't find in the library. Instead, they removed it. Yeah.
So no records. Anywhere. Sad. Might have helped.
Oh, I wish. But yeah. I mean, as said, from what I heard, like, there is this old hut. I don't even know why it is out there. It's like, some people like to use it when walking or maybe camping out in the night because, the further you go into the mountains, the less there are huts. But this one, it's not owned by anyone. It was just there. But, I can show you where it is on the map.
Sure. I give her the map and something to write.
And she basically shows you on the map that there's like near one of the hiking paths, very far out where some of the first appearances happened, near that in a dense forest region, where that is.
Thank you.
No problem. I just hoped all of this buzz is soon going away. I like my tone back, nice and quiet.
I can get that.
Yeah, you're a nice girl. Here, wait a second, and she goes in and gives you like a self-made cookie. Hope you have some nice children in the future. Stay healthy.
You too. Well, I go back to the group and share those infos with them. So it looks like we need to get back to the library to find out how to kill ghosts.
Well, now at
They
least we know
also
what
Google
to look
online
for.
again how to kill ghosts.
So you drive back to the fucking safe house?
Hey, you set the adventure up. You should have seen this coming.
You all are very, very listen,
You told
you
us.
you can Google some basic stuff about ghosts. You don't need to use the fucking library all the time.
How should we know if the info on the internet is reliable?
You know what? You are literal boomers. You're just like, no. Books.
Also-
no internet.
Like Sam said, he
know
looks.
this-
How the
literally
rules
is.
of this world work? So,
Yes.
Helmut literally is a boomer.
yes,
Like,
well.
Yeah, the only phone he's ever used it has like a rotary dial pad. It's still the only one he ever uses.
It's like always like, hello. Yeah.
Like the whole point of the game is we are kind of in our world, bought with supernatural shit, but we all don't know jack shit about the supernatural
Yeah,
shit.
and there's some stuff you can actually look up because
How
on
should
some
we
forums
know?
they will.
Yes, let's just look at Reddit. Reddit has all the answers.
Yeah.
Supernatural.
So Sam is looking on the internet, and we drive back to Helmut's library and look how to kill ghosts.
Well, you all go back to the fucking safe house for another night. By the way, in the meantime, they found Hogan Law and 3 skits.
Yeah, we know that already.
So
They're gone.
There's a big outcry on the internet, but a bunch of other YouTubers have declared they will now investigate.
It's not a loss for humanity. So, I'm fine. This is no clock.
Okay, so you're just looking through your library, okay? Same through
Also,
again.
don't forget, on the way back, Sam looked on the internet.
So, what you can find roughly on the internet is it says most ghosts are, have their own weaknesses, but generally they get repelled by cold iron and salt. But to
Small flame, big flame.
what?
So I got the. Yeah. Sorry, keep going.
Okay. You kind of read the same up in your library, by the way. You both find
I got the-
pretty much
Yeah, I got
confirming information.
the how to harm them perk for the library, and like I said,
Yeah.
small flame, big flame.
The problem is you kind of need to find out where it's coming from and why it is a ghost. Because either you find the source of maybe the grudge that keeps it alive and solve it, or you can exercise this in a big ritual, which is, taking time, and, you all don't really know how to do that.
Yeah.
Or, you burn the, salt and burn the bones.
Well,
Good, but I will. Yeah, I will say now that we know that, we should probably call it here.
yeah. Ruben wanted to
Also,
go to bed.
like, yeah, I could actually use like a bug assault gun because it shoots salt.
What for gun?
What?
Bug assault gun.
What?
It shoots salt at bugs to kill them, basically.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like a shotgun, but for salt.
Do they have that in Germany?
Yeah. It's literally it's not going to do any harm to people. It's like just enough to squish a bug, which is
It
not
would be a
much.
bit. I mean,
How
It
big can
literally
against
is
ghosts?
it doesn't hurt anything, except for maybe bugs. It doesn't shoot anything fast enough to hurt people. It literally is just it's literally a contraption that launches salt.
I
Yeah.
mean, a bit at least. Wouldn't probably be enough salt.
It'll do a bit of damage, maybe.
Maybe. Yeah, otherwise, some salt, some gasoline. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Existential crisis damage.
Sorry to throw off your villain of the week, but
You all were very shit at getting clues.
no.
I rolled pretty well.
She means more the process we took, because she's probably thinking of a totally different way to get that information. But the problem is, we now know
Well done.
there is a place that's not on the map, that nobody's talking about what happened, and there are no records of it. So she kind of painted herself into a wall there.
A little bit. But it doesn't help.
You
that
have like a
it's
fucking
end
big
of the
clue,
week, and
actually.
No, we don't.
You do!
No.
What clue?
God damn it!
You told us that there's a place. Now, that one we can probably find out where it is. But I'm not going anywhere near there before I know what it is. And there are no records of it. So I will not go into ghost territory to get murdered to death on the off chance I find something useful.
You know what? You would be the most boring supernatural spin-off of all time.
But I would
I'm
be
just
the one
saying
that
it's the most
survives.
rational. It's rational, but yeah.
Super rational.
I think what we're trying to get at is that we're not characters from like a C-rated horror flick. Okay.
I mean,
Yeah,
I know.
especially
survive.
you told us already.
Staying alive.
This is a lethal system. We are not protagonists like in Supernatural. We are run-of-the-mill schmucks, and run-of-the-mill schmucks should be afraid for their lives.
Yeah, and like we know, like I think the biggest clue we have is something to do with cows, but like we already went to the cow. Like do we like we know like
it's an old
we
farm
know-
in after
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Green Wall. That's what we
exactly.
know.
Yeah, it's an old farm. Like we just found that out. Like it's not the farm with the cows where we went there. That's not
Yeah.
where it started. So that's not
Yes.
like we just now got the big clue. We didn't have any other good clue. Well, we have something with the priests, but how do we, well, maybe that, but like we haven't. What do we do with that there? Like none of like Franca's religious. Maybe,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, so maybe something with that, like, but not like my guy is, well, probably religious, but not like super.
Religious.
More like the typical
Yeah.
German, like maybe goes to church sometimes.
Yeah, he's old aristocracy, so he's probably like, he goes to church, but he's not. Yeah, but maybe he has like a little private chapel where he prays, but like he's not super into the whole. He's not super devout. So yeah, like I said, it's just it was the clue we were supposed to find the stuff with the religious people.
Doubt that.
But
They might have
Yeah.
something if we tailed them, but before we could decide if we tail them, and already made them go away, like being away already, so we can tail them.
yeah, we have the men in black, but what do we like? How do we go about doing that? Like they clearly have more resources, more awareness than we do. So if we try to tail what seems to be professionals, that's not going to go well.
Yeah, if I had like if
It's your goal.
they went driving away immediately, I could have put a GPS tracker on them, but that's about it. Was no.
Yeah. So like we're kind of we're approaching this, like you said, like we're approaching this as how would normal people do this? So if you've established the world reacts the way that it would, like with the receptionist and the police and everything. So we're gonna respond to it that way too. Mm-hmm. Like that's kind of
All right then.
We're meeting it on the
I
level
guess-
that it feels we're being presented with.
I guess I need to start prepping a second campaign then, even for next time.
Second campaign,
Second adventure.
second adventure.
Yeah, because like you will probably solve this this thing next time,
Yes.
and then depending on that, there might be like 3 hours left because you know what, you might be very close, or you could just meander again.
Yeah, and we were intended to solve it this session, right?
Yeah, I actually thought you would be able to do
you
that.
would need to be prepping it anyway. I don't know why you bring it up.
Yeah,
Can you explain that to me?
you know what? No, it's just a thought.
Ah, okay. It was just a random thought.
Yeah, I really thought you would be faster.
Well, we basically
Well,
asked you an overarching question there, and we haven't got an answer yet.
You didn't ask anything specific there.
Yes, we said we have literally no clues to go on anymore.
You do have a few. You have like
Nothing our characters would do. Nobody here is suicidal.
it's not even.
It is suicidal to go into an area with apparitions we know nothing about. The only thing we know is we either need a ritual, which we can't do because we don't know how, because we don't know what it is,
Yeah.
and assault and burn the body, which is a crap shot.
If there is a body, even.
If there even is still a body,
exactly.
see, double crap shot, find it, and it being there in the first place.
Question though, what is like the number one aspect of ghosts?
Who knows?
Dead?
We are in law have no knowledge about that. So unless it's in the library, we don't know.
Ghosts come
Yeah,
out at night.
Yeah, sure. On.
Yeah, we already know that. That's why we've been
Okay.
wandering around in the day and like watching the cameras at night. And like it's not like the other thing as well. Like the safe house is in what was it, like Baden,
Yeah.
the Schwarzwald, and the apparitions are in Bavaria. So yeah, we have to drive hours back and forth. If it was if they were closer by, then it wouldn't be such a hassle.
Well, we
to keep going back to the safe house.
We could get a hotel and go there by day, but except
but-
finding the spooky place, we wouldn't expect to find any clues there.
Okay.
And that's the thing, like the library, like my library is the actual physical library at the safe house. So that's if we want to
Yeah.
use the library, we have to go back. Otherwise, it's does nothing.
Well, then we can stop here for the day.
Yeah.
Hope you all did enjoy it still.
Yeah, I mean, like, I may sound like I'm complaining, but I mean this as like critique. I did enjoy it. I did enjoy myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. Well then, have everyone a good night and see you all around.
Yeah. Till next week.
Till next week. Well, for everyone else, until Sunday, where we probably will finish up Castlevania. See you then. Good night.
Night.
Like,
Right.